Hello, hello, and welcome to Knights of Last Call, which presents Quest for the Frozen Flame, a Pathfinder 2 actual play adventure of a adventure path. So it's all the things. My name is Derek Melinda. I am your game master, and I am joined by the Knights. Well, most of the Knights. How is everybody doing?
Good. My internet's working with AC.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I have power, and I am not currently dying of heat stroke, and my house is not on fire. So
all
good.
A plus.
Yes.
MLC checklist.
Yeah, that's exactly. You may notice that Tim looks a little bit like his miniature today, and that's because Tim lost power. So not only does Tim not have internet, Tim doesn't have a computer, Tim doesn't have air conditioning, so Tim is having a rough go of it. So F's in the chat for Tim. Last week, or 2 weeks, or sorry, not last week. At first episode, his apartment caught on fire, and he had to vacate it. And then today, it's power outage. But times is tough. Times is tough.
He's really going for that northern living off the grid feel.
Exactly.
He's taking immersion to a whole new level here.
Correct. So before we get into it, we'll just kind of quickly talk about things here at the Knights. And then we'll kind of get into our play, and we'll kind of catch everybody up to speed, and then we'll get into it. So first things first, welcome. If you're new here, I see at least one person is. Welcome. We are currently playing through Quest for the Frozen Flame, and everybody is currently level 1. You can go ahead and see everybody's character sheets. We got character information. We got hero points, hit points, and armor class there on the left-hand side of the screen. And that should update automatically as we play through the game. Bob is playing Droga, the human. Everyone here is either a human, and everyone except for Joren is of the Kellid ancestry, because we are up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. And Droga is a ranger focusing on ranged attacks.
And pew-pewing.
Pew-pew. Mr. Smith, Mr. Aaron Smith, plays Joren, who is not a native of the realm of Mammoth Lords, but rather an old veteran of the Mendevian Crusades, and he is a cleric with the War Priest doctrine. We figured we'd give that a try. Everyone knows it doesn't work above level 10, but this
only campaign it's viable in.
This is the only campaign it's viable in. It doesn't go that. The campaign doesn't go past 10. Tim, if he was here, would be playing Brek. Brek is also a native of the realm of the Mammoth Lords, and Brek is a fighter who dual wields hatchets or axes. So big DPS guy there. And last but not least, we have Mr. Kaz playing Thron the Barbarian. And Thron
the Barbarian.
Thron the Barbarian. Sounds like an 80s cartoon TV show. It definitely does. Thron is a animal instinct barbarian. And we have ape as his animal instinct for mechanics purposes, but in our nomenclature, he is turning into the great snow ape, the Yeti. And so, he pummels people to death and rips them apart. Everybody also has a free archetype. We're playing with the free archetype variant, except we start ours off at level 1. And Droga, the ranger, is a Beastmaster, which explains his skill with the bow and his bear. Now, Droga, last week, the chat voted to rename the bear. What is the bear named?
It is named Barrick Grlinda.
Barrick Grlinda. Great. That's fantastic. I didn't know about the last
name. True name.
This is true name.
Yes. Joren, the War Priest's free archetype is Bastion?
That's correct.
Okay. So very defensive, very shield focused, very buff focused, as the War Priests tend to be. Brek's free archetype is Bard. You don't get a whole lot for being a spellcaster free archetype at the beginning of the game. So right now, Brek just has a couple of cantrips. And then Thron's free archetype, another thing driven and supported by the patrons and chat through some tipping. Thron, your free archetype is, what is it? Wrestler, yes. So you gotta love it.
Derek's favorite
archetype. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid archetype. Like it could have been fine if it was just like not like there's a medieval wrestler, but if it had been like a grappler, grappling was a thing. No, but they made it very clearly like a WWE, like the moves are like suplex bomb.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is not awesome. It's so
gonna be awesome.
Do some DDTs to the top rope.
Yeah, exactly. It's very clearly designed to troll people like me, and it is succeeding. All right, so in our first 2 episodes, we were introduced to the Broken Tusk following, a small, struggling following of about 80 to 100 people making their living in the realm of the Mammoth Lords, following the annual migration of a great mammoth herd, using them as a fuel, food, livelihood, everything, basically living off of these animals. And so they are bound to the fate and the cycles of the world, as they have been for many, many, many generations. However, as the following had encountered a number of disasters and problems over the last few seasons, a new group of scouts were needed. And the scout is an important role within the following of the realm of the Mammoth Lords. The scouts are the eyes and the ears, the protectors of the entire following. And a group of these young new individuals, Droga, Brek, and Thron, along with an NPC by the name of Pakano, became the new scouts for the Broken Tusk following, joined by the sort of aged mentor, Joren, who, while not officially a scout, is sort of unofficially a scout after the woman who is training everyone, heavily pregnant, was no longer able to continue her job. Joren agreed to keep an eye on the youngsters, for the time being. And
she prefers Whippa, not woman. Derek, just throwing that out there.
Okay.
I know we're living in a caveman society, but it is 4722 by Glorian standard. So
got it. Okay, so she, her name is Whippa, and actually it's about to be Whippacoa. You add the suffix Koa to your name in the tribe after you have children. So the party discovered, however, that the tribe was being that a new danger essentially had arisen for to hunt the tribe in the form of an ancient sort of cousin tribe. In fact, actually, it was the mother tribe that the Broken Tusk splintered off from 100 years ago. And the history of this is sort of not talked about. It's sort of hushed under the rug. And the group found that some of these, people were in the area and violently trying to pursue and attack, trap animals, almost killed a giant that the party was able to save. And when they went to Grandfather Iwa, he explained sort of some of the secret past of the Broken Tusks, which is that the Broken Tusks used to be part of a much larger, much more important following called the Burning Mammoths. And the Burning Mammoths were pretty important because not only were the Burning Mammoths one of the great followings of the realm of the Mammoth Lords, they were the chosen of Sister Cinder, which is the name that the Kellid people give to Saren Ray, the Dawnflower. And as such, they were the ones who carried her sacred artifact, the primordial flame, around in its sort of annual tour of the realm of the Mammoth Lords, bringing the gift of life and warmth and light to these otherwise frozen and inhospitable lands. But 100 years ago, when the demon, the World Wound, appeared and the Portal to the Abyss appeared to the east, the Burning Mammoths felt like it was their duty to go and face this great evil and to use the primordial flame as a weapon. There were some that disagreed. These few tribes kind of conspired, stole the primordial flame and hid it, and basically were exiled and broken off from the Burning Mammoths, who called them traitors. They weren't willing to fight, and the Burning Mammoths went east to fight the demonic hordes without the powerful aid of this artifact. Well, after 100 years, the Burning Mammoths have returned, and they seem to have violent intentions towards the Broken Tusks. And so on this night, which is the night of the green moon, the beginning of spring, a very, very important and holy day, probably the most important day of the tribe's annual celebrations, where they give thanks to Sister Cinder for bestowing upon them another life-giving spring. The group of adventurers, the heroes, the scouts of the Broken Tusk, Droga, Joren, Brek, and Thron, are sort of tasked with this knowledge that an attack could be coming any day, and what to do about it. All right, so before we begin, couple things. You'll note that Joren and Brek, Tim isn't here, but Joren and Brek each are starting the session with 2 hero points, and that is because of you, our viewers. Last time we had a vote, a poll at the end for which player you thought sort of was the MVP and sort of kind of carried the session, and it was actually an exact tie. It was Joren and Brek, and because of the vote from you all, we are going ahead and starting with they get to start with an extra bonus hero point. And if you stick around to the end of the episode, we're going to do another one of those polls. So, pay attention. Make sure you take some notes about who you think deserves that MVP hero point award. And we're going to be doing that again at the end of the session.
It's going to be the Northern Terror tonight.
We need. So, Derek, what's today's typical? What kind of humiliation are you going to bestow upon the party this time?
Humiliation.
I mean, we just renamed a bear. Like, stop.
Gotcha. Well, actually, we have an ongoing tip goal, and you'll notice that at the top of the screen. This is one actual play, and we do this every other Tuesday. And the reason why we do it every other Tuesday is our intention is to start a second actual play game back in our studio live and in person. We've had a studio for a long time, but it's never really been set up to go live. And we want to do 2 different games. We want to do a Pathfinder 2 game, and we also want to do something else. We're leaning towards a Powered by the Apocalypse game called Root, and it's almost certainly going to be that, at least for 6 to 10 episodes, and then maybe we'll try something else. But we want to build up our studio to be able to handle the live stream and put a little bit of work into it. And so today's tip goal, which is carrying over from last week, is supporting that new studio process. So if you feel like tipping or donating, go ahead and check out the link below or type !tip in the chat. That'll give you the link to our stream elements page. You can also give us a super chat. We appreciate that. If you really want to join the party, you can check out our Discord. There's a link below, and we have a ton of really cool options available there. Incredible community. And you can also join right here on YouTube. If you're wondering why people are able to use those special emojis or have cool little badges next to their name, that is because they are YouTube members, which we call adventurers here, and that's going to give you access to those loyalty badges as well as the custom emotes. So
you should update the tip goal because it still says name.
Does it still say same name Barrick? Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Well, we definitely should change that.
And I have a question for the chat / the Discord. In this root game, what animals should we play? What animal should Bob play?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, Derek. For sure, me. Well, so we were talking like my daughter wanted me to be a chameleon. And I thought that was really sweet. Then Derek was like, I mean, yeah, I guess it works, but like we're supposed to be like woodland creatures. So I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't be a chameleon.
Does a chameleon live in a tower in the woods in Rapunzel?
I mean, yeah, Pascal.
All of our knowledge is based off Disney movies.
Yeah, so. I mean, I've watched a lot of Disney. She might have watched the movie before she suggested that to me. I thought that was really cool. I thought a small animal would work, but
that'd be a good prequel, right? The story of what's his name? Pascal.
Yeah,
I wonder where
Pascal
did he
or
come from?
Pascal?
How did he get there? Like how long does a chameleon? What's their life expectancy? Right?
I don't know. I'm not googling it right now.
Disney can milk that some more.
No, you can have lizards in the wood. Like there are lizards in the woodland. I just thought chameleons in my mind were particularly tropical. And the wood, yeah, I think so. There's no chameleons in the United States.
I mean, there's
besides the one that people own.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there are no people in the woodland, so you don't have anything like that.
So you're saying like a cat can't own one?
Is that their native range is Africa?
Yeah, Asia, Europe. Really? Most live in Madagascar.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So we're.
I mean, Rapunzel takes place in Madagascar.
It must. Actually, Anthony, Bob cannot play a bear because bears are actually one of the few animals.
That was my first suggestion.
That's funny. Bears are one of the few animals you cannot play in Root because bears are sort of like the big scary ogres of the woods. They're kind of like monsters. Like deer are sort of like spiritual guides, and like moose are like unto dragons, great beasts that would destroy the world, you know. So it's
Or
pretty
your
cool.
car. Just don't run into one.
Yeah, my default is bunny, but I'd rather play something cool. And
Yes,
like more fun.
the most common races in the woodland are rabbit, mouse, fox, and bird.
What about like a ferret?
Yeah, I mean anything's fine.
Yeah.
I mean if it's basically a North American monster, North American animal, you are in the clear. For the most part.
Ben's like, yeah, animals are monsters, right? Like, if it can't live in the cement city, they are not natural.
Mr. Derek, can you zoom my camera out just a smidge on the zoom?
Oh my God.
I keep leaning down to like scratch my chin and I disappear.
Who is asking for this? Is this you?
Me. I'm asking for it. I can see myself.
Oh my.
Quest denied.
Yeah, I might have to
zoom in even more so it's just my eyes. The honey badger, someone saying in the chat, is actually what I suggested. For Smith was thinking badger, and I thought honey badger was sweet.
Badgers are pretty cool.
All right,
yeah, badgers are sweet.
All right, there we go. All right.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Derek.
I definitely love the Arbiter artwork with the badger. It just looks really cool.
Yes, it's very good. Also, because we're going to be playing, we kind of get to the tips as we sort of take some breaks around here. So, but before we dig in, thank you, of course, as always, Mr. Ben A, with a very generous tip for the studio coffers. We appreciate it. We know you're going to be looking forward to our root game, and we're all going to have a lot of fun with that as well. And then also thank you to Rivo Grimm, who tipped $10. Let's get Tim a new apartment somewhere. I think he's actually supposed to be moving his apartment like this month, so that actually works out, Rivo.
He's moving into the same apartment.
It's the same apartment.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's like a bigger suite. It opened up, but it's the same building, so it's still going to catch on fire and not have power.
Right.
Well, I think everyone just turned their AC on like right when they got home, and it blew the fuse today.
So
and my forehead looks huge on screen.
I'm having too much fun.
I like this view.
I'm just having too much fun with Bob's camera.
Hope everyone's enjoyed our PF2 game tonight. Coming.
Hey, you know what? Listen, we're not in a rush. I always felt very hurried by Rise of the Rune Lords, and I mean, look, if you were watching Critical Role, like the first hour and a half is just commercials. So
it's true. We don't have anything to sell, so
we literally do not have anything to sell. All right. Let's get Bob shrunk down here.
Oh, we're going in deeper now. Jeez.
Yeah.
I can't even see his eyes anymore. It's just ginger.
All right. We fixed Bob. Okay. All right.
Sweet.
So we're good now.
Thank you.
You are welcome, I think. Okay.
We'll find out.
Brek, can you guys see like there's a sliver of a camera right behind Brek?
Yeah, there is something.
That's you. That's you.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you. Oh, you know what? No, it's Thron.
Oh,
it's me?
I think so.
I can't tell what it is. It looks like super zoomed in.
Yeah.
It's not Droga. It's not Joren.
You could just try.
Oh, okay.
Over a little bit.
There we go. I got it. Okay. It was actually Brek's. It was actually Tim's camera. It's still like part of the Zoom call was still getting posted there. So there we go. Now we're good. Okay. Hey, thank you everybody.
All right.
We're very professional here. All right. So the morning of the day of the night of the Green Moon has come. Tonight will be the ceremony. And so obviously all throughout the camp, it's a festive, it's festivity. It's a very, very celebratory time. And so while you all are sort of, I guess you could say, cursed with this potentially problematic knowledge, everyone else is, making wreaths of flowers and of early spring flowers, and they are, children are playing because, again, this is supposed to be a very important celebration time, a celebratory time, the rebirth, the renewal. However, as dawn awakes, Grandfather Iwa, who you spoke with last night and sort of shared with him what had happened at Rockloom, expresses to you, his concerns that you have convinced him, and asks that at sundown, that obviously it's also an important day. I should also note for you that you are to be sort of honored as
Anointed.
sort of anointed as true spiritual members of the following. But that is still 8 hours away, and Grandfather Iwa asks that you do what you can up until then to prepare or get the following ready to move as soon as possible. And so he makes several suggestions, although I am open to ideas as well. One of which, so this is kind of like a victory point system here, where you can sort of attempt different checks. They take a certain amount of time, and depending on whether you succeed or critically succeed or fail, can award you some preparation points representing how ready the tribe is to sort of move, if you will, kind of on the spot. So Grandfather Iwa kind of smiles at you and says, well, the camp could always use a good tidying up. Things are a bit messy right now, and people are celebrating. Nothing like a little, like a little honest work in order to cleanse the soul. So he suggests you could just pack stuff, basically.
I feel like I'm going to be yelling at them like my kids. Get this cleaned up. Let's go.
But he also does mention to you that the way east from Rockloom, which is where the tribe would normally head in a few days, taking time to celebrate. But the traditional, again, this is a path that this tribe has been following for 100 years. Moving east from Rockloom rarely poses any dangers, but in these times, it could always be useful to scout ahead to make sure there aren't any potential problems or issues with the trail or with threats. And lastly, currently the herd of megafauna, predominantly mammoths, is fairly spread out. The herders having sort of taken the day off, and most of the tribe not really prepared to leave for a few days. So another option is to try to kind of corral the herd so that when the group leaves the next morning, the animals don't need to be sort of rounded up.
That sounds right up me and Barrick's alley.
All right, so what would you all like to do?
I want to use Barrick as a sheepdog and go try to herd up some of these mammoths.
Well, the mammoth will probably just eat the bear. So
I've never heard of a mammoth eating a bear.
I mean, things are
tough up here, man.
Times are tight.
Look, I've watched
elephants kill rhinos.
I've watched Ice Age. They're just friendly mammoths that just wander about making jokes.
Nothing says, and I noticed it particularly because I don't have any kids, but I noticed as time has gone on that just for my friends, more and more things just get sort of expressed under the guise of Disney or some sort of children's animated film, especially Bob. Like I'll make some comment about something, and then Aaron will say something like, oh, like Conan, and then Bob will be like, oh, you mean like Moana. Like it's always just like gets Disney-fied immediately.
Oh yeah,
immediately. Are you a Disney dad? Are you Disney dad, Bob?
Oh, for sure.
100% he is.
100%.
He used to have creepy Disney princess.
I mean, I still have the Disney Frozen book up there. Those creepy dolls went back to my daughter's room.
Could a woolly mammoth and a polar bear, if they crossed paths and fought, who would win? All right.
What does Google say?
You see a bear, it's a polar bear. It is the land's largest carnivore on Earth and certainly an intimidating animal, but doesn't stand a chance against this giant mammoth with tusks. A male polar bear weighs like 350 to 700 pounds,
which is a lot.
But that ain't shit compared to a woolly mammoth, who are roughly the same as modern African bush elephants, which can weigh up to 6,000 pounds.
I don't care how much they weigh. Is it
the bear would most likely flee at seeing such a mighty animal. If it was dumb enough to fight the mammoth, it would get crushed under its massive feet.
Dogs herd cows, and their cows are 2, 3, 4, 5 times the size of dogs.
But elephants don't give a fuck.
Bob.
They're the cows.
Bob, we'll do this in terms you understand. A large polar bear. Keep in mind, your polar bear is small.
He's a little sheepdog.
It's a big.
He's just gonna bark at him.
A large polar bear is level 5. Okay, when fully grown up. Okay, a mammoth is level 10.
Yeah. I still don't understand what the problem is.
That
here, because-
mammoth is an extreme encounter for a party of polar bears. Okay.
Right.
Look, they have to be rounded up. I am a beast companion. I have this barking sheepdog with me, and he's going to round
He's
him
gonna
up.
be a snack.
Maybe
He's not going to be a snack.
the bear-
He's like a cow eating the sheepdog.
maybe the bear looks at you, Bob, and says, "What are you? What? I thought my name used to be Hunter. What? Now I'm a sheepdog. What? My name changes, and suddenly,
Look, Derek
suddenly
told me
you
I
have,
can't hunt the mammoth. It's level 10.
suddenly there's no respect for me at all. What did I do to you to deserve such disrespect?"
Nothing. I think you're a magnificent beast.
You know what Barrick says? You know what? How about this? How about I stand here? You go round up the. How about you
Fine.
go and round up the animals?
I'm gonna go shoot some arrows at their feet.
I'll direct you. And Barrick looks at you. He's like, "You are gonna get killed." And I'm pretty sure that if you die, I think I like cease to exist. So I would really appreciate it if you didn't do that.
So that's a good thing. You should probably come with me because
All right,
if
all
not,
right, all right. Now on mandatory chat, back me up on this. Barrick has to just have a voice. He's like
He does.
the dog from Family Guy. Like
Oh, Brian?
character. Yeah, like Brian. Like he's just a character, and Derek's just gonna talk with him, and maybe like at level 10, like Kaz would be like, "Wait, you can talk?"
And then like he's like, "You can talk?"
You can talk?
This whole time I thought you were just an idiot. Just making.
Can he have
random
Phil
noises.
Collins' voice though? Since we're doing the Disney route,
I can't do Phil Collins's voice.
What voice can you do, Derek?
None.
What about your voice changer?
I stopped using it because Ben said it added an unnatural level of distortion that only his trained ears could hear.
Isn't that literally the point, to add an unnatural
Really just-
level?
I'm saying even when it wasn't turned on, even when
Got
it
it,
wasn't
got
turned
it.
on, even when it wasn't.
how many natural bear voices do we have?
I don't know. All right.
Who plays a bear? Let me.
Um,
Who has played a
Like
bear?
Brother
in
Bear.
a Disney.
Like go to the movie Brother Bear, right?
oh,
I was
hey,
thinking,
hey,
Well, can you do Rick
Hey.
Moranis?
hey, Droga. How about you go give me those
picnic
mammoths?
of baskets.
I'll take another mammoth, please.
That works. That's pretty good.
I don't.
All right. That is what I would like to do, Mr. Derek. I do not think this is a bad idea. I disagree with you guys. I've seen enough cows get round up that I think me and Bear can do this.
Okay. Well, guess what, Bob? I will let
Bear
you.
dies.
I will let you. All right. So the first thing, Bob, as you go out there, this is going to take you about 3 hours.
Okay. I'll note that
Can-
down.
Actually, you're doing it by yourself, correct?
Me and Barrick are doing it.
So
but
you're
yes.
doing it by yourself. Yes. So Bob,
Yes.
this is actually going to take you most of the day. It's going to take you 6 hours by yourself.
6 hours. All right. I'm trying to gather and it's not just mammoths, right? Just all the megafauna that we have. Or
Yeah,
we
yeah.
only
It's,
have
it's,
mammoths?
it is the Broken Tusk herd. Well, like for example, you added those tapirs to the
Yep.
herd,
Right.
but the big ones, the important ones, are mammoths. All right, Bob.
Okay.
So the first thing is, did you get the tame the animal skill feat by listening to
not.
Emic? Okay. Well, in that case, you're going to have to use the much harder DC for nature. All right, Bob. I will say.
Maybe you're not the best one to go do this.
I thought I would get a bonus because I'm using a bear to hurt.
I got an
this.
idea.
I will.
How about
what
instead
why
of
don't-
you, we send the 8-year-old girl?
Why don't
Why can't
I
she
go
come
with
with
the
me?
8-year-old girl?
because
Okay, that
the,
works.
I'll go with Emic. Bob, you scout ahead because you're
Well,
the ranger.
I definitely could
You
scout.
are the ranger.
well, remember, Grandfather Iowa asked you to do this by yourselves, more or less, because I mean, you could ask Emic, but one of the things is he, if it turns out that it's not nothing, he doesn't want people to
Innocent
know.
bystanders.
He doesn't want people to know.
I would
Stealth
assume that,
assemble
like,
horde. Or,
the mammoths, and I'm not taking her into danger. They're in like a.
Oh
more or less-
no, it's fine. It's just granted,
Oh man, Overlord, jeez Louise.
going to give the stuff to the. Oh hey,
Yeah,
okay, Overlord.
Overlord Phenom just drops in every once in a while.
Hey, how is it going, sir? We need to get this. We need to give this guy his own emoji or something.
Agreed.
Very, very generous. Thank you very, 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 very much. That's very awesome. Thank you for that $50 super chat. That is awesome. That is huge. That is-
Someone said, "I love the logic. It's too dangerous for the bear. Send the 8-year-old girl."
Well, actually, that is a good point as well, which is, going and gathering up the mammoths is pretty dangerous. And so usually that is not something that they would even, they would even have her do. Even if she's good at talking to animals, it's still like a really significant chance that you're going to get trampled to death.
Wait, are you saying the mammoths are jerks?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they're just mammoths. They don't have a personality.
Screw
like the
you,
bear.
little girl. Give me a bear to eat.
I mean, if she crit failed, they might trample her. I mean, the mammoths are, they're big, dumb animals. I mean, it's
just make a check to talk.
All right. So, Bob, do you want to do this? Yes or no?
Look, if the Wendigo wants to go take care of this, I'll let him.
Well, if more party members go, it's easier to do and it takes less time, obviously, because there's 4 people. But you could also split up. Also, Iowa gave you some suggestions, and the adventure path is nice enough to give me some suggested DCs and some suggested time and preparation points. But you're free to suggest anything that is either a great idea or a terrible idea. It's really up to you about how you want to use your time. So,
like using a bear as a sheep herding dog?
Yeah, that's one of the ideas.
All right, Thron, let's go do this. I'll go with Thron.
Okay.
We'll go handle this mammoths.
All right.
Round them up.
All right.
So that's less time than I assume.
I do have the tame animal feat.
Oh, very nice. Oh, how convenient. Now, Thron, do you have any useful skills? You're gonna go.
Do I have any useful skills? Well, I have
you're trained in nature.
Suplex.
Yes.
You're trained in Bob would look at his character sheet and go, let's see, plus 4 survival, plus 4 nature, plus 9 athletics. I'll use that. All right. I start
wrangling them.
I start wrangling them.
I mean, I could wrestle one, but I think we're gonna start.
All right, all right. Here, I will let you use your athletics.
Oh,
but if you crit fail, you're killed.
Oh my gosh! Do it. It's on you.
Do it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
How big is this?
Oh
check?
Yeah, brother.
So because basically Thron gets out there and he just starts giving the mammoths like swift kicks in the ass, like he's just
What's
like
a DC.
He had to make his decision first, Bob.
Oh my goodness, he's risky.
Now, Bob,
do it.
Now, Bob, if you are trained in nature,
Yes.
you can aid him in this.
I will
All right.
actually aid him. So you get +1.
So, Kaz, you're going to get a +1 circumstance bonus because of the aid from Droga, and because there's 2 of you, it'll only take 3 hours. All right, Kaz, it is a DC 16.
Okay. All right.
Is it just over 50/50 for you?
I have a +9.
Oh, you're way up there in athletics.
Yeah,
wow.
he's an
You're
expert.
good.
He's an expert. in
Oh,
athletics.
dang.
Yeah.
You're good.
And,
He knows how to
+1
wrestle a
circumstance
mammoth.
bonus.
And you get a +1 circumstance bonus. That's correct.
aid. Modifier value must not be 0.
Yep, you just got to write +1 in there.
All right. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, that's plenty.
All right.
Oh, great. Perfect. Okay. So, over the course of 3 hours of pretty rough work, instead of a sheepdog, Thron just physically corrals the mammoths, sort of pushing them around, and the party accumulates 3 preparation points. All right. Brek will tag team with you there, Joren, while Thron and Droga go off to sort of gather up the herd. What would you like to do?
We'll go about cleaning up / packing up, particularly for the elderly in the tribe and those pregnant who can't pack for themselves, just to get everyone to be ready and mobile as soon as possible.
Perfect. Okay. Well, Aaron, you can make a crafting check, sort of representing you tying things up, packaging them up, binding them up, or you can make a society check.
Oh, I was going to make an athletics check because I'm lifting all this heavy stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep, that's fine too. And Brek will aid you, so you get a +1 circumstance bonus to that. That only takes 2 hours, Mr. Smith, and the DC is 15.
+1.
All right. All right.
Well, I'm going to use one of my hero points because I don't want to look like a bitch moving things.
Not in front of Pacano.
I hate checks like these because this should just be something you can. I mean, I can move.
How efficiently can you move?
I completely,
Very well.
I completely
You're old.
Right. See, like, for example, not that
I
I'm...
have a 16 strength.
No. As an example, if we're... just to kind of highlight the difference, obviously, Pathfinder 2 has a binary pass-fail system.
I get it.
No, but I was saying, but if we were playing a game that didn't have a binary pass-fail system, even in a game like Powered by the Apocalypse, where, everyone goes, oh, it's success with a cost. Well, yeah, but what if you roll a 6-, right? Which is a failure, but it could be whatever you want. So on a 6-, I could say, well, yeah, you pack everything out, but you blow out your back. Like like you lifted with your back instead of your knees.
I would never make that rookie mistake.
You're like an old guy getting back into the gym. He's like, what did I deadlift in college? 450. Yeah, all right, we'll put that on the bar. Or Bob.
All right, try this again.
Now remember.
Oh my!
All right,
God.
that's okay though.
At least you have a better hero point.
It's a mutants and mastermind hero point, so that's a 19.
This is how Derek was rolling last Friday.
That is true. I did roll some really bad re-rolls on my hero
back-to-back threes. That was terrible.
All right, so Aaron, you guys just take a couple hours to make some preparation and gather up things. You take some of the you and Brek, who is also trained in athletics and also has an 18 strength, so he's even stronger than you. You guys, take some of the big, heavy tents and tent poles that aren't being used. You start sort of bundling them together, packaging them onto sleds to be dragged, and you guys accumulate 2 more preparation points.
Very nice, very nice.
Brek and I are going to appear on a calendar, Glorian calendar, Men of the North, right? Our shirts are off, and we're like hawking these big chunks of ice,
Oh man.
1 copper per magazine.
Yes.
Calendar.
Right. Somehow there's...
Would that be in the Gazetteer? Can we advertise in the Northern Reaches Gazetteer?
I think
we could.
By the way, I didn't say anything, but the Northern Reaches Gazetteer. So a city on the edge of the wilderness, which I think barely has like a functioning infrastructure. And it's basically,
it doesn't have toilets.
It doesn't have toilets. It's basically a collection of stone and wood huts gathered together. They have a newspaper, Bob. They have a printing press. They have a printing press.
It's Glorian, so we figured it would work.
Yeah. They have a press. They have a whole crew. They have journalists that go out and
there's a 5% chance that when you leave the city, a dragon kills you. But they have a newspaper.
Wait till you see what I wrote about that.
Oh my gosh. I deliberately didn't read it.
Good,
because
you'll be surprised tomorrow.
Because I want to be.
He's not going to be surprised.
I want to be horrified like everyone else.
You want to experience it with the community.
I want to experience it with the community. By the way, if you want to know what we're talking about, definitely check out the Discord via the Patreon and check out our Northern Reaches game. Anthony says a printing press is a level 8 item, so.
We got those.
I found one.
Yeah. Got it.
The spider had one apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
Found one.
So Brek and Joren, Thron and Droga are still out gathering and kind of moving the herd around. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Yeah,
you could continue to spend some more time packing, which will eat up another 2 hours, but you'll only get 1 extra preparation point, and that's automatic because you already succeeded.
What's Bren's survival?
Brek's
Brek. What did I say, Bren? Brek.
Yeah, Brek.
Yeah, Bren. What's Bob Bruber's survival?
Brek's survival is a whopping +3. He is trained. Okay. He just doesn't have anything in that stat.
That's fine. All right.
But he could give you an aid, so.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
All right. So I guess I need to talk to Brek because he's a person, even though he's you.
Correct.
And you're not really a person.
Correct. But, that is correct.
Now that this work here is done, I think it'd be prudent for us to scout about, see if there's any more of their scouts or any signs. I think that they will be moving against us soon. It'd be good to know how much time we have. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, the way east has always been pretty easy and well maintained, but you never know what's going to happen out there, especially with these burning mammoths. I must say, Joren, I'm pretty nervous about all this.
It's all right, lad. Change is always difficult.
Oh, I mean, I remember as a child making the trip to Hillcross several times. The only city in the realm of the Mammoth Lords, and I thought at the time it made me so world wise and that I had seen cities. But then when I grew up and started talking to you and hearing about the world outside of the borders of the realm, I don't know. There's a part of me that I know my duty lies here, and so does my heart. But I would be lying if I said there wasn't some small part of me that wondered what lie beyond these borders, beyond these valleys and peaks. There's a whole world out there, and I don't know.
I understand.
I can show you the world.
Oh, more Disney.
I think one day you'll get the chance to see it.
Yeah,
and you should take that chance. But just remember, these people here, this is your home. And you always come home.
Yes. It's a good thing that I feel like whatever's coming will probably wrap up by level 10. And then maybe I can, after saving my homeland, I can venture on as a high-level adventurer and go and do all the cool things that I always wanted to do.
Perhaps you can enter a tournament.
Or some other strangely level 11 to 20 situation. It'll be great. Thank you for your wisdom, Joren. You have... Oh, wait, no, you don't have it. Thank you for your experience, because your wisdom shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is shit. It used to be good, and then I became an alcoholic.
Oh, okay, so that's what happened. Oh, got it. All right, so that's how we explained that you were this, war vet sort of experienced soldier, but age and alcohol has sort of just basically reduced. You've lost enough experience to go basically down to level 1.
Correct. Also, he was old enough, based on Glorion's calendar, which is just Earth's calendar, that he was probably an older edition character. And so when he broke faith with his god back in the day, changing alignment and that sort of thing, you would lose massive amounts of experience points, which is why he's now this level. And then he just never played in 3rd edition or 4th or Pathfinder, but PF2 he decided to give it another shot. So.
Got it. So he came back for Pathfinder 2nd edition.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, great. I mean, see, it all ties together. All right. Well,
incredible story. Great job.
In that case, Brek is going to aid you in a survival check as you guys scout out east and then return. And
let's get another 3.
Did you really? Oh, no, you haven't rolled yet.
I said, let's get another 3.
You're going to wish it into fruition. Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Joren, you've gotten us lost.
No. I got an idea. Maybe we found what we were looking for, and that's the problem.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Let's see.
True scouting was the enemies we found along the way.
All right, you know what? Yeah, so here's what we'll say. You don't find any burning mammoths or burning tusks, but what you do find is as you're moving east and sort of maybe an hour or so outside of the camp, you're moving through a small kind of area of closely clustered trees when you hear a sudden buzzing and sound, and zipping out from a nearby nest comes a trio of blood seekers, which are basically sturges, but with the copyright with the copyright filed off. So you have stumbled into a nest of blood seekers. So on one hand, good, because you can remove it. These things are obviously a very big problem for the mammoths, because they're literally gigantic mosquitoes. But they could be pretty nasty in their own right. So we'll do this as a quick theater of the mind type combat.
Sweet.
All right.
And,
good luck.
And you and Brek are going to go first. So let me get Brek on here.
You just roll better, Joren.
Yeah, we're gonna try. I mean,
Get all these 1s and 3s out of the way, man.
I wish that's how it worked. I think I just might roll like this all night.
Just use them up.
All right, and bloop. All right. There's our blood seeker.
It looks like a person. I guess you are what you eat.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so there's a couple blood seekers, and they kind of come swarming out, flying quickly, traversing the distance, and encountering all of you. So I'm going to roll everybody's initiative over here. Cool. And here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. And we will begin the encounter.
Why did they? There they are.
There they are.
They don't have initiative now.
They did not. All right, let's get them an initiative.
We'll try again.
Yep, I don't know why I turned them off, but it did. All right, here we go. All right, well, the blood.
Oh, they were ready.
Yeah, they were ready. The first Bloodseeker comes swarming in down upon you, and basically takes a double move to close the distance. And then it is going to let's see, it's got this attach ability with barbed legs. That's nasty. And it has this blood drain ability. All right, so it's going to come in and it's going to try to bite into you. Oh my God, 27.
Oh, yep. That's a hit.
All right. It's not a critical,
Ouch.
though. Not a critical.
All right. So they don't do a what I would describe as a ton of damage, but
Oh, that's good.
Critical is critical.
right. And a little bit of lag there. All right, you take a whopping 2 points of damage as the creature kind of comes in and kind of screams and flits around at you. But because they had to double move to get there, it does not have an action to attach to you. So then next would be this one. What is going on? Oh, I'm silly. There we go. I got to pop out my initiative here. It should just automatically pop out. All right. The next one's going to zip in on Brek, and it is going to attack him with the same sort of barbed leg as it flies out from the nest. And it's, oh my God, these things are destructive.
Jeez.
All right. And it just kind of flies away and flies in and just starts wrecking face, I guess. All right.
Literally.
Yeah. All right. So
Always wear mosquito repellent, man.
all right. Well, guess what? Brek is going to take 2 points of damage as well. Where is Brek? There he is. All right. Brek takes 2 points of damage as well. And now we go to Joren. All right. It's finally your turn.
All right. Joren's going to raise his shield
All right.
as he bats off the giant mosquitoes. And then he's going to quickly duck and tumble to get around to get a flanking position with Brek on one of the
Good.
Bloodseekers. And then with his last action, he's going to stab it with a spear.
Yep. Go for it. All right. Not the most impressive armor class. Oh, no, it's actually not that bad. It's 16.
Is flanking actually working on this map?
No, it probably is not. So I will
target this guy. That's okay.
Yeah,
I
no.
can just add a flank bonus.
Nope, I added flight-footed to you.
Oh,
we go.
That's right. Never mind. You're right. Playing different edition again.
There we go.
Oh, okay, that's definitely a hit.
Hey.
All right, pretty good. Roll damage. They don't have a lot of hit points, so you should be good to go.
Oh, yeah.
all
There
right.
we go.
And the Bloodseeker is just impaled with a spear. So
So much for the flank.
yes. Well,
I kind of like shrug at Brek.
yeah, he's like, well, I mean, I guess it's better that it's just dead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brek is going to go next, and the bugs are flying all over the place. So he's going to go to this one, and he's going to move up next to it and target it, and then he is going to use his double slash ability, and he's going to make a bone battle axe attack and a bone hatchet attack. They both have to be against the same target. So here we go. All right. So he gets a 13, which misses, and he gets a 23, which hits by 7. And unfortunately, that was with his secondary weapon. But he also rolls a 6, so he kills his in a single swat. He doesn't even really.
Offhand axe is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brek's offhand axe has almost done, I think, more damage than his primary one.
Work.
So Joren, this one continues to attack you again, and coming in with this.
Brek's gonna get MVP again this week. He's not even here.
That's not even here.
All right, you're attacked again, and this time, you take 4 points of damage. But now the Bloodseeker is right here. So he, having just hit you, is going to use his attach power. And Aaron, it becomes flat-footed. And you are currently gonna, while this creature is attached, you're going to take persistent damage 1. So you're going to take 1 point of damage each turn while the creature's attacked. But now that it's attached, it is going to start draining you of blood using its proboscis. And you're just going to take auto damage here. So
I like my blood.
So
I'd like to keep it.
So does it.
All right, you take 6 points of damage from the Bloodseeker.
What are you at?
So it just
Well,
drains.
I blocked the last attack, but
Okay. Now
I can't block blood loss.
All right, but you get to go, and as I said, the creature is flat-footed while it's attached to you. So, and you can attack it just fine. It's not actually grappling you; it's attached to you. It's kind of a weird status. So,
all right, Joren, kind of surprisingly calmly, like even though he's being sucked out, kind of like gently grabs the giant bug with one hand and taking his spear, shoves it up underneath the creature.
all right. The creature,
Maybe.
maybe. The creature is flat-footed, so his AC is down to 14. Good luck. Actually, well, yeah. Oh, hey, oh yeah.
There you go.
All right,
there it is.
all right. Let's see the big roll. 6. That's exactly its hit points, so it is dead.
Nice.
And you did, and basically you did just what you said you were going to do. You kind of pull it off a little bit and just stab it.
And then I start bleeding it up.
Well, no, you only take the persistent bleeding damage while you are while it's attached. It's dead, so it's not attached. So
Also, it just like
The wound heals up
Heals up.
instantly.
no.
injects nanobots into me.
No. The persistent bleed one is it just like continually is sucking blood out of you.
Right.
So it's not actually that you're bleeding per se. So Brek goes, I guess good job as scout.
You guys better earn some XP for this and be ahead of the party.
We could have probably had a little bit more grace with that, but yes, job is a job.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing that you your keen eyes found this nest and you were able to locate it along the route of the trail or the route of the following.
Oh, my boy, I was looking for a place to leak.
Oh, it's strange, spending so much time with Pakano. I'm not used to that level of brutal honesty.
Akano still has something to prove.
Don't we all, though? Don't you?
At the moment, I just need to stop this wound. And I start bandaging my bleeding neck.
Yeah. All right. You're going to treat wounds on yourself?
Yeah, I would treat wounds.
Let me see if Brek is trained in medicine. He is not, so you're on your own.
All right. That is okay.
All right. You fail, and you are unable to heal yourself. You'll have to wait an hour before you can do it again.
God damn it. Let's just go.
All right. Well, the good news is it was an hour out, so it's an hour back. So you can make another check on your way back to the camp. Oh, by the way, for failing but then beating the blood nests, you actually get 3 preparation points.
Very nice.
Hey, you got the DC, which is 15.
Wow.
And it looks like you healed for how much?
3.
Oh, that seems appropriate.
Oh, it's going to be one of those nights.
All right. So, you guys, as you all return, that basically is kind of like the second half of the day. What do Thron and Droga want to do with the second half of the day?
We're out and about, gathering up these.
Well, the herd,
mammoths.
I mean, the herd is pretty close to where the camp is.
And my first thought was to go scout some more. What about you, Kaz?
All of the supplies and everything, we're all packed effectively.
Yep.
We could do more packing, right? Or no?
You
Or
could,
basically pack?
but it would only be worth 1 preparation point because Joren and Brek already did kind of the heavy lifting. So all that's really left at this point is more like, real just drudge work, just like, moving small packages around, tying things up, getting the ratchet straps down on the roof, like it's.
Yeah, you're at the part now where you're like going through something. You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
And
Do
like
we need
your
this
wife
still?
is like, oh yeah, we might need that one day. Keep that.
Yeah, the junk drawer in the kitchen is where we're at. Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are over there. You've got mammoth sauce and duck sauce, and you're just like throwing it away.
Well, I guess what do you need when you move? You need a place to go, which
We know.
we're gonna scout ahead. We're packing our stuff. People are just sleeping right now. I guess could we prepare meals for tomorrow morning?
Well, that's a good
Like,
one.
get people,
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
so we
Hangover
keep
cures?
on time. Prepare provisions.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, prepare provisions. Actually, Joren said hangover cures. That is true. Tonight is supposed to be. There's a bunch of imbibing of the ritualistic grog, which using fermented roots and berries have been sort of brewed into sort of a mildly pretty alcoholic beverage, which most people are going to be hitting pretty hard tonight. So they might be a little drunk and or hungover.
Moving on a hangover is awful.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I guess, do we have any either hangover cures? Or
I'm sure there's a berry for that in the forest.
No, it's got to be something about a mammoth. Mammoth milk, mammoth pee.
hair of the mammoth.
Yes.
Pluck one of them hairs off the taint.
I mean, you know what? I mean, yeah, they always say hair of the mammoth. That
It's a saying.
hair of the mammoth that gorge you. That's the saying. And since everything in this culture is basically derived from the mammoth, turns out, yes, that is an effective hangover cure. So if you want, you can go harvest some of the pristine mammoth hairs and make them basically a nice Pedialyte brew.
I'm not going to do that. Thron can do that.
So would we say that I am perhaps using my survival skill to subsist as I forage the mammoth hairs?
See, I actually want to use that to actually
I have
get,
a
food.
Feet here. I can make extra hair of the mammoth.
I'll level with you, Kaz. Pathfinder 2, 657 pages in the core rulebook, do not have a skill lined up for plucking mammoth taint hairs. So, you're on your. I don't know. We got to come up with something here. It could be survival. I could see it'd be reason that it's thievery. You're kind of picking a pocket.
Maybe even diplomacy.
I was told not to take thievery.
We're gonna do the Bob maneuver here. Athletics.
Oh my god!
No,
right? You gotta duck and weave.
No, that's acrobatics.
No,
It's
that's definitely acrobatics. I mean, you are trained.
Athletics is you going in just taking it because it's yours.
All right. Acrobatics. I mean, because look here, we can level with it. Getting the hair, not difficult. Right,
It's getting away.
It's getting away. It's getting away.
Where
That's
the
the
hair
problem.
is.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Alternatively, Kaz, I could just have the level 10 mammoth attack you once.
That sounds real rough.
Let's see here.
I love Kaz's checks tonight. Yeah, Kaz, you can make that check. If you fail, you die.
Critically fail. Listen, what's life without a little risk? Okay.
I love it. It's great.
Private, like you stole it.
I try to go out to Vegas twice a year. You guys don't. You gotta have a way to get in on this.
We're watching Disney instead.
Right. You're watching Disney, for God's sake. What are we doing here? So Kaz, I would say that the mammoth would definitely try to gore you. He has a plus 22 to hit, so he's probably gonna crit. And he does 3d8 plus 12 piercing. So you're really only talking about maybe taking somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 damage. So it's really not that bad.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same net result. You're just going to end up at dying too. So
correct. but then the mammoth, now that you're unconscious, that means you didn't get away, which means the mammoth is going to then use its feet to continue to crush you.
Your taint hairs.
or we have to go find your body, sitting out somewhere.
I'm hearing that this may be a bad idea. Could I?
Wait a second.
I got it.
Thron, wait. Listen, this is an example. I understand you're new, and I pulled up your character. You have lore herbalism.
I do. That's where I was going next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he wanted to use mammoth hair in the herbs.
Well, listen,
if
you don't have herbalism, that's what you have to resort to. But if you actually know what you're doing, you can use things like, herbs and spices to make.
I will call it hair of the mammoth.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yes.
So
make an herbalism check, and because herbalism is perfect for this, the DC is only going to be 12.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's not the right button. There we are.
Hey, 14. Nice. All right, great. And you pick up another preparation point. So you are now at 9 preparation points. All right, Droga, what do you want to do? You're the last person to do something.
Yeah, so I was going on the same realm as Thron here, but I'm going to be actually foraging to gather like food and stuff for our journey.
Great. Make a survival check.
Yep.
DC 15. 14. It's the spring. Hey,
15, wow.
You got it either way. All right, great. You guys managed to accrue 10 preparation points over the course of the day.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very good. All right.
Oh my gosh, Steven from Roll for Combat said if you're using the monster parts system from RFC, you could use the Mammoth Taint here.
I mean, that's what kind of magical item can you build with that? Is that like is that
something?
Yeah, I was thinking like demon mask. Let's see. Just make Pakano do it.
Pakano do it.
Yeah. People are saying Pakano would take that challenge.
I bet you can't get that hair, Pakano.
All right, let's see here.
That was in a Disney movie too, Tarzan, where they're talking about getting the elephant hair, elephant tail hair, and Tarzan has to go do it because he's being goaded by the apes to join the tribe. That's what he has to do.
Very nice, very nice.
Everything's from a Disney movie.
Indeed. Also, I do want to give a quick shout out to William Brandis, who's in the game as Mr. Aaron Smith is William Brandis, but also to Self-Confessed Cynic and to GM Scott, all who have renewed in the last couple of days here their adventurer status, and now have gone for 3 months, earning them the new 3-month loyalty badge. So
3 months already?
It's been 3 months, yeah.
Oh, you got the blue one. I'm still green. I joined too late.
Yeah. Well,
I just assumed you canceled, Bob.
No. I signed up.
Think of it this way, Aaron. It's been 2 months and 1 day. Right.
You're into the 3rd month.
You're now.
So they're on Northern Reaches time.
Yeah, they're on Northern Reaches time. That's exactly right. Where 2 days is 1 day and 1 day is -1 day.
Correct.
You were unlocked yesterday, so if you have a time machine, you can play your character again.
Correct.
But in the past,
We'll start tracking time index.
Oh yeah, everyone will be on a unique time slot, which probably at one point in time got discussed. All right, so after a day of pretty hard work, the afternoon begins to start into the evening, and the Green Moon ceremony officially begins as the last lights of the sun begins to dip into the western sky, dipping below or behind rather the rock loom for formation. The following has made their way basically to the very edge of the Gornok plain, where just in the last few days you've sort of been making your way across this plain, gathering sacred water, finding and hunting a moose, discovering a spear, which you now learn has come from the hand of a burning mammoth warrior, along with hostile methods, upset that ash had polluted their river. A small family or tribe of Kellid people burned by seemingly a burning mammoth war party. Nonetheless, in the afternoon, the Broken Tusks share a hearty meal of stewed moose meat, provided by the scouts in their sacred and ceremonial hunt just a few days ago. And of course, the ceremonial and alcoholic spirits begin to be consumed.
Joren, you got the good stuff?
I do, actually. I did spend money on that.
My character may not have a good set of weapons, but I've got the booze. The Argakoa, who is one of the 5 Mammoth Lords of the Broken Tusk following, who is also the song speaker, sort of in charge of remembering the tales of the people, passing on the oral tradition, a storyteller, and a singer who sings the tales and the stories and the songs of the Broken Tusk and its people, and even sometimes dipping back into the myths, the foundational myths that sort of founded this these people. And she tells of the first winter, which the rest of Golarion knows as the sort of the Age of Darkness after Earthfall, when the Earth was plunged into endless night, and the whole world became as winter for many, many years, and even the moon was lost in such a dark time. And when the spring finally came and the light of Sister Cinder led the way, the moon was so happy that she gave birth to a river of stars, which you all know as the moon tail, which probably is a trail of comets or some sort of asteroid in modern term, but it sort of reappears every spring as a reminder of rebirth and the gift that Sister Cinder has granted to her people. And this night, the night of the green moon, celebrates the beginning of spring, when the tundra thaws to reveal the green grass, and the moon uncovers her children to once again celebrate and play and live life. And I don't know why, but do you know the song by Night Ranger, Sister Christian?
Yeah, Sister Christian, know the time has come.
That's the one. For some odd reason, that song has been stuck in my head, and we're talking about this song speaker because we keep saying Sister Cinder.
That's
and so it's like,
sings.
right, so it's like, Sister Cinder, oh, the time has come.
Don't you know
And you know that one to say, come on, where are you? You know, it's like, I just been having, and then Mammoth thing. What's your price for might in doing what is right?
Now we have a pretty good patron that would reword that correctly for us.
You'll be all right tonight. All right, so yeah, so Agrakoa begins singing a remix of Sister Christian, but done as
Bust out the acoustics.
Man, that's a great song.
yeah. Well, you know, they don't have metal, but they do apparently have guitars. So
Correct. hey, they're not savages. We've established this.
that's correct.
Right.
Meanwhile, in the corner, someone's printing a newspaper.
Correct.
It's a different place. Level 9 rare item.
We know about it.
Where else would the northern reaches be, Bob?
Fair enough.
Yeah. If not here, where? Okay. So, after the feast, the Broken Tusks proceed as a group from the encampment and make their way down to the rock loom. And of course, you were here just a few days ago. And as you come in, Brek picks up a metal axe.
Oh, this shiny metal axe.
And of course,
I was waiting for Pockino just to take it. 2 metal weapons.
And of course, the group is, you know, of course, there are everyone from here. These are just the people that you've interacted with, the Mammoth Lords and the other important NPCs. But there are, of course, dozens and dozens of other members of the Broken Tusk following here in this large area here, this massive, gigantic, clearing or coverage that is Rockloom. So it's a very, very big space. Very different from the last time you were here when the Burning Mammoths were giving chase to a giant.
Eric.
Yes.
How long was her story?
That's a good question, Aaron. You would say that between the meal and the storytelling, another hour has passed.
Excellent. I splashed some alcohol on my wound.
Gain a +2 bonus, but if you fail, take a point of damage.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh.
Or get drunk. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll take. There is a. I should make a check to see if I'm addicted, but I already am addicted. I'm a functioning alcoholic.
I understand. I understand. All right.
+2. Oop, that works.
Yep. All right. Hey! Wow!
Hey.
Wow! Oh, see,
right.
that was the key.
That's what I needed. I
Yeah.
haven't been drinking a lot lately.
Yeah, you were just having withdrawal. It's like that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they all think they're dying, but it just turns out they just hadn't had alcohol in like 24 hours.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, now.
So a little of the fine Southern brandy, I think, that you brought up, and of course some good moose meat hunted by your own group's hands, harvested by your own hands, is enough to heal you up to full. So as the ceremony begins, Grandfather Iowa invites one of the Mammoth Lords, Mammoth Lord. I don't think I put him on the. I did not put him on the board. Wow. Oh, is it, or did I?
Guess he's not important.
I guess he's not important.
Mammoth not working here anymore.
Mammoth's not going to work here. Mammoth Lord Murthig, who is the fire keeper. Like Agricola is the song speaker. Murthig is the fire keeper.
Saber-toothed tiger clan.
Yeah. Murthig is the, I believe he's the head of Otter House, I think.
No, that's Agricola.
That's Agricola. All right. Maybe he's
he's saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, is he? Okay, great. Murthig is the fire keeper who is in charge of the hearth, the fire. He's sort of responsible for things around camp, and is sort of, kind of like the head butler of the camp, if you will. But he's also is responsible for keeping the fires alive. And Murthig sort of lights the ceremonial large bonfire, which is in the middle of the ring of rock loom. And he sort of ceremonially begins placing around the base of the bonfire the sacred baskets, which you filled with water from the holy Gornak River.
Pakano carried by himself.
That is true. Pakano carried by himself. Pakano's kind of like, I carried those by myself. He's just like leaning over his shoulder. And Murthig sort of, in his large booming voice, "This fire is life. Sister Cinder's gift, fire, bringing life. We, through fire's grace, know the difference between justice and evil. We choose the path of righteousness. Water," and he brings, kind of motioning to the large ceremonial baskets. "Water is life. Two opposites, but together, fire and water blesses us again with the gift. Through fire and the sun and the light of the lost flame," which, remember, like, no one else really knows what happened, right? They just...
I'm like real like suspicious of this dude talking like this.
"Sister Cinder has granted upon us the blessings of heat and warmth and verdant life. Through water, we live, we cook, we grow the living things around us, which nourish us and our animals. Together, they combine to create what makes us strong. Remember that too much of either life force will bring a person out of balance. And just as too much water can kill a man, and too much fire can kill a woman, we must always remember this balance between the two. It is only through the gift of fire and water that we can survive in this land." So with that, the ceremonial water pots are sort of passed out around the camp, and everybody is asked to sort of drink from the water as part of the rite of sort of being reborn. It's kind of a baptism, rebaptism sort of effect, sort of taking communion, as the sort of the ceremonial bonfire represents, it's a metaphor for the return of the sun, the return of Sister Cinder to these lands to bless it with warmth. All right. Everybody is kind of, clapping and applauding and giving everyone a round of applause and sort of welcoming everyone. And then finally, as the light of the sun begins to dip and the moon begins to swell above, Murthig takes a step back, and Grandfather Iowa, in his 100-year-old state, sort of, kind of clambers to the front of the crowd. The standing stones of rock loom, each rising from the large Gornak plain behind him. The animal sculptures, these ancient monoliths to your people's history, glowing orange in the last flush of the setting sun as the night of the green moon begins. Grandfather Iowa seems more happy than he has been in a long time. He beams at the collected assembly. His wrinkled face even seeming somewhat youthful as he's put like ceremonial pigments and dyes around the sort of the edges of his face, kind of giving him a look almost of like a falcon over the house that he precedes. He stays silent for a moment, almost seeming to savor the sort of tension in the air. And then, like thunder, he unleashes a guttural shout, Aruka! The rest of the...
Ooga.
Yeah, he kind of encourages everybody to shout back. Everybody shouts back along with you and then goes quiet, and he smiles. My friends, my family, tonight is a good night. Everybody kind of like throws their hands up and cheers. The great green moon has returned, gracing us with once again another season of good weather. The mighty Gornak River has blessed us with water. The sun has returned, and Sister Cinder has once again kept her promise to her people, her chosen people. And our scouts, our new scouts, have honored us with this wonderful meal and this sacred water with which we have been able to partake. Tonight, my friends, we mark the moment that winter turns into life-giving spring. We also mark the transition from friend to follower. And we award those who have made it their duty to have the following be greater than themselves, those who would one day wear the mantle of Mammoth Lord themselves. The elder takes a small handful of small tokens from Mammoth Lord Murthig, who hands them together. Together, let us honor these chosen individuals. Let us honor our new scouts for accepting the responsibility of their tribe as greater than their own, for being forth to give up their life if need be for the following. And let us welcome Joren of Mendev as a true member of the Broken Tusk following. And everybody goes ballistic. Everybody's cheering and going crazy and being real happy about it. So Iowa asks each of you, including Pakano, to stand before him and state their names. Bob.
Droga.
Droga. You show great promise for one that is so young. I hear my ancestors' voices, and they tell me that the spirits of strength are strong in you. You one day could wear the mantle of Mammoth Lord easily, if you only remember to temper your excitement with wisdom and knowledge. Droga.
My wisdom isn't so good.
You got to get that up. Don't worry.
Current problem in this party.
Yeah, actually 100% checks out. I think everybody in this party, including the cleric, has a really bad wisdom score.
Yes.
Wait, mine's 12.
Yeah, mine's 12. That's pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, yours is 12, I think, Aaron. It has to
Mine's
be.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tim's is just 10. So I think Brek's is 10.
That's rough.
All right. And we'll get this set up, but he bestows upon you a broken tusk pendant carved into the shape of your house's animal. Droga, what house do you belong to?
The bear.
All right. So he bestows upon
moose. It's moose, but it's the bear is one of the main animals.
One of the
Moose
main
is your head house. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
house.
Moose is the head house. Bear is a property of that house.
Yep. So they grants upon you a bear emblem, and this is a broken tusk pendant, which is essentially a magical item. And we'll get that onto your guys' character sheets here in a second. But this will grant you I believe, a bonus to nature checks to
Sweet.
work with. I think we're working with animals.
Even better.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a theme with these rewards.
Yeah.
I think animals might be important. in
Oh,
this
yeah, I
campaign.
think animals might be important in this campaign.
Factor here.
Yes. Additionally, once per
You
hour.
guys might want to refresh your guys' pages. I think you guys got booted from Foundry, Smith and Kaz. Did you guys get booted?
I
Or
don't
am
know.
I booted?
I haven't done anything here.
Showing fine, but I'll refresh.
Okay. I only see me and Derek in the Rock Loom section as actual tokens or icons up above.
No, it looks like everybody is. Oh, I see it. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, now everyone's in. Yeah, when you like refresh the page, I got booted, so I didn't know if anybody else did.
Okay, got it. But yeah, so in addition, they are carved from mammoth. This is carved from mammoth tusk ivory, and it is carved in the tradition of the people. And in this case, is for the moose house. It represents the bear, which represents strength. And this will give you a +1 item bonus to nature checks, but it is +2 bonus, Bob, to command animal bear. So maybe we'll have to give you some sort of advantage to Barrick, because that's pretty sweet. In addition,
that is pretty sweet.
In addition, once per hour, you have a reaction which you can use that if any animal creature with the animal type targets you with an attack, you can use that reaction to get a +1 item bonus to your AC against that attack.
Oh, that's cool.
Or a +2 if it's the item or if it's the creature. So if a bear attacks you, Bob, you get a +2. So
pretty cool, actually.
pretty cool. All right. Next, he goes to Pakano, and Pakano's like beaming with pride, and he's really he seems kind of like confused that his grandfather didn't ask him to go last or something. Pakano definitely seems like he was expecting his grandfather to say something. They exchange some quiet words, and Iwa puts a falcon-headed pendant around Pakano's shoulders and moves away, and Pakano seems confused as the grandfather moves to the next in line, which is Brek. And to Brek, he awards a otter. And carved with the otter, and exchanges several words with Brek. Brek, you and I have never seen eye to eye. You believe in the spirit of the new, and I have embraced the old. But, and he says this kind of in a low voice, you and your friends now know some of the truth of what has happened to our people, and that our traditions, in some ways, have led us to these troubled times. I can only hope and pray that you find a new way, a way that will let our people live in peace. Brek looks up, tears in his eyes. I will do what I can, grandfather. I will do what I can to make you proud. And then he moves to Thron. And Thron, what kind of animals you got for you?
I am House Falcon.
Okay. He gives you another carved falcon and puts a hand on your shoulder. Between you and me, I wish you were my great-grandson.
Wow, that's like that meme.
Oh, boy.
I don't have any favorites. It's you, Thron, and by a lot.
Thron, you possess...
That's so brutal.
That is.
You could tell this guy's like about ready to die because
he
doesn't even care.
He does not care.
Yeah, all of the care has gone out the window.
Thron, great anger resides within you. The spirits speak very loudly through you, louder than anyone else in the entire following. Thron, your strength could be the single deciding factor that saves our people. I do not know what will happen to our house or to our following, but I know, Thron, that you will not let me down.
My strength to the tribe for always.
I know, son. I know.
So, Cass, I gotta ask, how does Thron feel about that? Because you've kind of always been like Pakano's the man, and grandfather was just like, actually, Thron, you're the man. How do you feel about that?
Thron is he's so in the moment, right? And he's so all about the history of the tribe that like I would be really awkward. I'm already really awkward because
right.
There's all of this like history that we've just uncovered about the tribe and what we are and who we are. So I just don't know what to do at this point. Like who are we? Everything that I am is in question. And Pakano really hasn't proven himself to be all of that, particularly
in your eyes.
Sorry?
Even in your eyes?
I think especially in my eyes. because words are one thing, action is another thing entirely. So
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. And I haven't, I mean, aside from a sort of pranking Pakino to carry all of the water, haven't really seen a lot there.
No,
So
yeah, he didn't really help us with any of the tasks other than that one.
I'm doubting Pakino, who was the heir apparent, and I'm doubting the tribe.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like,
You've learned a lot of information over the last few days. Iowa slowly makes his way over to Joren and puts his hand on his shoulder.
Joren offers him a smile.
This is a good day, my friend, my young friend.
I guess you did beat me in the end.
Yes.
I tried.
Yes, you did. I can say that when you came to us, you were a dead man, and now you live again. Soon I will be gone, Master Joren of Mendev, but I will go to my rest easy, knowing that you are a member of my tribe. And he reaches in and pulls out a otter, right? You're also part of the otter house, right?
I am also otter. Yep.
All right. And Iowa seems to have a tear in his eye as he puts it onto your shoulders. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the Broken Tusks.
After 20 plus long years, Joren also sheds a tear and goes, "Thank you, my friend."
Grandfather Iowa takes a step back and raises his arms. Let us welcome these great and mighty Broken Tusks. Let us welcome these great and powerful scouts who will never, and right on cue, Pakino, aren't you forgetting something? Pakino takes a step forward. Everyone obviously turns towards Pakino, their eyes, staring there, and he is glaring at Iowa. It is time, grandfather, to announce your successor. You have said it yourself. You do not have long. Who will become leader of Falcon House? By tradition and right, it is to be me. Name me, as is our way, or have you forgotten our traditions? Obviously, everyone's kind of taken aback by that, to say the least. Broken Tusks begin, gasping, whispering, kind of at this boy's insolent behavior, but they're kind of like, hey, maybe he's kind of right.
I don't disagree with him. You're kind of old.
But Iowa's face doesn't even crack. You are headstrong, Pakino, and hasty. Tonight is not about you, but it is about all Broken Tusks. It is about all of us together. He goes, if you cared about the tribe so much, then you would install someone who can actually save us. I was there, he turns around. None of you saw what is coming, he said to the tribe.
Jeez.
If not now,
Enough, boy.
If not now, then who, Joren of Mendev? And if not me, then who? He turns around and he goes, don't tell me that you're mistaking this fool for a true following of the Broken Tusk. Thron. He turns his eyes towards you, Kaz. Thron. It is my right. Do you not agree?
Not my place to say. I am a servant of the tribe, not one that determines its future.
Iowa kind of, continues to sternly look at the boy. Pakino can't believe what he's not hearing, I should almost say, from Thron. He turns his eyes back and forth, looking at kind of each of you in turn. He's scowling, and you start to see kind of hate billing into his eyes. This is an outrage. You will all be sorry. And then he kind of starts kind of getting teary-eyed as he gets just so angry and frustrated. And he starts whipping around his spear to everybody else in the crowd. You'll all be sorry. Because before he can finish his rant, there is a loud, oscillating war cry from the nearby edges of the forest.
Thought you scouted.
Sort of a in the darkness beyond the stones, a torch flame appears, and then another, and then another, and then several more. Suddenly, everyone, including Pakano, looks around in confusion. Murmurs rustle through the following as everyone sort of suddenly stands up and starts looking around. Suddenly, someone screams and begins yelling when monstrous faces covered in blood-red markings emerge from the fiery darkness. Screaming loud, the symbol and banner of a burning mammoth above them. And from that moment on, everything is a blur. All right.
Because I got drunk.
All right. The Burning Mammoths have found the Broken Tusks here at Rockloom and are launching an attack. And they have swooped down upon the gathering of the Night of the Green Moon. But we are going to take a break. So I am going to put us on to break, but we're going to be back at about 8:45. But I'm going to put a poll up as sort of an interim poll for, you guessed it, a bonus hero point. So let me know in the chat, or let me know via the poll. Who's your favorite? This is pure. Don't judge this on MVP. This is just who's your favorite. And you know what? If you really want to stick it to him, give it to Brek, because he's not even here today. But we really appreciate you sticking with us through the break, and we will see you back in 15 minutes as we will see what happens here as the Burning Mammoths attack. So get ready. You guessed it. We're going to be rolling for combat. As we
roll for combat.
Roll for combat.
That trademark. Is Steve going to sue us?
He might. All right. All right, everyone.
Steve, please don't sue us.
Please don't sue us. All right, everybody. We'll be right back, and we'll see you in 15. All right. Peace. Alrighty, welcome back everyone to part 2 of our 3rd episode. Want to say thank you for sticking with us. We see that Paizo was in the chat for a hot second there, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully we get some traction on this. Like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber and you like the Knights and you want to see more of this exciting Pathfinder 2 action. We have a lot of
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button. Yeah. You know, if there's little things, it's stupid, but it's actually true. If you remind people to like and subscribe, if you put little reminders in it actually matters. It actually works.
That's how I like a lot of my videos.
And I always forget to do it because I'm like, who does this? This is so stupid. It actually does work. But yeah, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Actually, we were just looking, and it turns out that, again, we've mentioned our Patreon before. Actually, we're down probably about 20 or so viewers tonight than we normally have. Well, it turns out that not one, but two Knights of Last Call community games are going on right now. We have a Northern Reaches Pathfinder 2 game going on, and we also have someone running Ultraviolet Grasslands as a community game. So it turns out about 15 or so of our patrons are actually busy playing in community games, Pathfinder 2 and indie RPGs. So that's basically
that's what you get though when you join the Patreon. There's so many games going on, and there's a great view of people.
Yeah, so definitely
kinds of different games too.
Yep.
Yes. So
they're playing a level 18 Pathfinder tonight, Pathfinder 2.
Oh, is it? It's not a Northern Reaches game. I thought it was a Northern Reaches game.
No, this is a test to see if Steven's computer can
level.
No.
No,
this is to see if Steven's computer can handle Northern Reaches and Archives of Death at the same time.
Oh God. Okay.
So he's trying to see if his computer can handle it so he can run more games.
Awesome. Hey, and
it's a level 18 Pathfinder too.
And I want to say thanks to everybody who tipped tonight. We also had some money coming in from Thursday from our live stream there. So if you helped out for either of those, we have reached our goal for the evening, which is great. Obviously, I'd love to go above and beyond in case. We here at Knights of Last Call, I try to make sure that we have really good equipment, that everybody is compensated and paid for their time. So every little bit that you can help is really appreciated, really awesome, and love to see it. So just want to say thank you to everybody, and really a huge, big, super thank you to the Knights of Last Call Patreon. This live stream, this actual play, the upcoming new actual play, which will be on the opposite Tuesdays to this. These are all 100% driven and supported and are happening because of the Knights of Last Call Patreon. So if you enjoy this kind of content, you enjoy talking about role-playing games, and you want to support us and you want to be a part of that community, go ahead and take a look at the Patreon link. Find a tier that works for you, that has access that you'd like to see. And I really do suggest signing up and giving it a try and seeing if it's for you. It's a lot of fun, and it's really the reason why all this happens, and they get to have a lot of say actually in what happens. So in a sense, I kind of work for them. All right. Well, when we left off, the audience was voting, and it's a clear sweep. With Thron taking in a massive.
Good job, Kaz.
Thron taking in a massive 60% of the vote.
I am crushing it just like the person that didn't show up.
That is fantastic.
That's the Mammoth wrestling there for you on display.
That's right. Well, I think the fact that it just goes to show you, right? Drive it like you stole it. I don't want to turn this into a nightlife. I don't want to turn this into a Derek rant, but like, I gave you an option you wanted to use athletics, which is by far your best skill. And because you have a really good strength and you are expert in it. And I said, yeah, you could use it, but if you crit fail, you die. And you went, yeah, of course. Obviously, I'm going to take that role. And listen, people respect it when you show up like that. All right. So when we had left, the Burning Mammoths had arrived and were on the verge of attacking the group. So as the torches begin surrounding the encampment of Rockloom, as people begin sort of some of the younger people begin panicking, some of the older, more experienced people not quite so panicking, but obviously also not moving as fast and not able to do as much. You look to the west as you see emerging into the sacred circle a me delete that guy. Bloop, there we go.
I was like a bun bearer.
Bob, you really are dyslexic.
Oh, burn bearer. The R and the N for I couldn't see what it was saying.
I understand. Okay, as 4 burning mammoth warriors emerge, except these ones are wielding clubs and torches in their hand, and they
ran out of metal weapons.
they ran out of metal weapons. They didn't have them. However, unlike all the burning mammoths that you've seen so far have been pretty brutal. But these ones are horribly scarred. They
look sweet though.
Their faces, their chest, and their arms are literally mutilated, as if, and turns out this is what they had, as if they had hot burning oil poured onto them. And it's like, this is beyond scarification. Those
hazing rituals are tough.
This is pure and utter mutilation. As 4 of these burn bearers emerge from the darkness, as well as maybe a dozen or more surrounding sort of the area. And you can see that a couple of the Mammoth Lords, Murthig in particular, who is still a pretty capable and strong warrior, shout back at you, kind of pointing to you, the scouts. Scouts! Protect our retreat! We'll deal with these ones! Hold them off! And basically kind of says, hoorah! You guys take the whole left flank. And as he says that, you begin to, you hear the wave of burning mammoth warriors comes descending upon them. These fanatical warriors are kind of covered head to toe in burns and scars. And you also begin to hear the whistling of arrows sailing down into the clearing. As you see up here on this nearby rock ledge, you can see there we go. You can see that there is some kind of burning mammoth hunter equipped with a longbow. And there are, of course, others and other parts of the map, but some of the other mammoth lords and some of the other people. Now, remember, there's not really a whole lot of warriors in your following. You guys are kind of a more peaceful people. And so you're kind of it. All right, so we've got ourselves a combat. I am gonna try this again and roll everybody's initiative. All right. Bunch of rolls coming in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you rolled for us too?
Yeah, I rolled for you too.
There we go.
All right. Pathfinder 2, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if everybody could see this, but the
seem to be in a group.
the initiative order, randomly rolled, I assure you, consists of the burn bearers, and then all the party members, and then everybody else. So,
which really, if you think about it, after this first turn, it's side initiative.
Oh, correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Basically, at that point, it becomes.
Oh, you just accidentally killed one.
Oh, I hit there's a button in the initiative tracker that says "Mark him dead." All right, so I did not mean to mark him dead.
It's a convenient button.
So Letsua Argakoa grabs Emic and begins pulling her east. As Whippa, very pregnant, begins kind of waddling away with her sister Panuako kind of helping her along. Murthig is kind of going south to deal with burning mammoth warriors that are coming up that way. Grandfather Iwa sort of, clambering his way that way. All right. The first one up is this pretty nasty, gnarly dude here. And again, he is Burn Bearer B, and he howls and screams, and he begins basically just frantically charging in. All right. Ah! All right.
Really ferocious.
All right, there you go. All right.
Where are we at? A rave? Like,
all right. Brek is up next. Brek is fleet. And so Brek can quickly close the distance here with a single move. And he enters here.
Are we slightly off? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought everybody snaps to grid. I don't know why that happened. Brek enters in, both of his axes quickly making work as he goes for a double strike. And
That second one's probably going to do more damage. Oh,
Uh,
that's nice. Oh, that's very nice.
That is a critical hit from the first axe, but of course these are 2 attacks. You don't have a choice. It's a critical hit from the second one.
He's done.
Burn Bearer B is going to be toast.
So he does.
Wow.
He does 16. He does 16 plus 18. The hatchet did do more damage. As he does an incredible 34 damage. That's nuts.
Just takes that dude's head off, just straight up.
Wow.
That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. I mean, yeah, that's
Fighter's going to fight.
Oh yeah, that's totally like this burn bear is coming in with a torch and he's screaming and he's like, "You will taste our flame, Broken Tusks." And he just like double crosses in front of him. The bone axes. Oh, the one's metal now. Ooh, just cut a perfect. And Brek goes, "It swings nice." Yeah, this guy is just absolutely 100% obliterated dead.
Man, Fighter does so much damage.
Wow.
Can we have the hatchet be one of the MVPs for the next?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just vote for the hatchet.
The hatchet gets a hero point.
The hatchet just gets a hero point. Okay, so again, the one is taken out as quickly as he appeared. The heroes are occupying the sort of the central area here, and then to the west, you have these burn bearers and an archer, a hunter, up on a nearby rocky ledge. All right, Joren, it is. What do you do?
All right, Joren stabs his spear into the ground, hoists his hands up into the sky, and they begin to glow with a warm fire-like light as he
magic.
casts a spell.
Which spell? Magic.
I
missile.
cast.
He's a witch. He's a witch.
Okay, so we got that, but I'm going to move that here in a second.
This is divine magic, Bob. You're fine with this.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew, whew.
Yeah, you've
Got a
seen
little
fire
nervous.
magic before. And then Joren's going to step up here because I assume more are going to be coming for us. And then can I move my thingy? That's the question. Let me go into shapes.
Does Pakano have an initiative order?
He
Fighting?
He
Is
will.
he gonna fight?
He will be going here shortly.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
This is a weird anchor. It's like anchoring behind me, like an inverted cone. Do you see this, Derek?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh yes.
There it is.
Nope.
There's
That's it's part of it because you know what? It's all of them are centered. It doesn't know how to do an emanation. It is centered on an intersection. But that's not the way Blesses works. Bless is not a centered on it's centered on a square.
Right.
Wouldn't it be 5 foot off of you? So it'd be
It
a
is.
3x3 square.
Yes,
but
it
the
would.
squares aren't working.
It would be a 3x3 square. So yeah, what he's saying is make it a 3x3 square. Yeah. Yes.
Let's see.
But-
I hate this thing.
Like
Because you're centered on a single point versus a 5 foot.
right. So you basically need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still doesn't work. So it's fine.
I've never cast Bless again. Okay.
Everyone adjacent to you is good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's an aura, right? So if we walk into it, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, +1 stats
Of,
bonus to attack rolls.
I'm actually
Sweet.
really. I mean, I'm sure is there a module that does that. I don't
Chat
know.
will know. Chat
Yeah.
will know for sure.
Chat will know probably, but who knows? All right. So who's next?
All right. The blood spraying into the air taps into a primal part of me, and I fly into a rage.
Yep, you're raging.
Rage. And he rips Pakano apart. Wait.
As you start to go into a rage, Pakano kind of stops and he looks at you. He's like panic in his eyes. Thron, no! We must flee! Against this power, we have no chance!
I'm not even like hearing him now. I'm done with Pakano and his cowardness. I'm gonna go charging straight.
Yeah, Pakano ain't wrong.
All right, Pakano like
Joren's like,
yeah. Pakano kind of leaps out of your way, Thron, and he shouts at you, "You fool! You ignorant fool! You'll never survive this! We've seen what they could do!" And then
you're charging straight at. I assume that's like one of the closest burn bearers there.
well, yeah, it would have been the dead guy, but he's dead, so yeah.
Derek, while Thron's charging, Joren looks at Pakano and goes, "We'll cover the rear. Make sure the others get to safety."
Pakano kind of like looks at you like with a wide open eyes, like a fear, and he goes, "Yeah." And then with that, you see Pakano starts kind of like running to the head of the pack of old men and women, like running past them.
Little B.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Kaz, there you go. When you're done with your turn, buddy, end it.
Yep.
All right.
Or did you? Oh, you ended it.
No, I did not.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Droga, it's your turn.
All right. I want to move up
Yep.
next to Joren
Yep.
to get this.
Oh, you feel nice and warm.
Oh, yes. You are bathed in the light of Sister Cinder here on the night of the green moon.
Come get some snuggles.
Bob is coding a JavaScript app that is going to allow him to move.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
Bonus. What is going tried? Oh, there it goes. Wow, that took a long time. Sorry about that.
Oh, that was lag.
and how-
Okay.
Oh, that was like.
Oh, okay. Here we go. My internet connection's unstable. You guys remember this deal? Perfect.
That alone will be a nice reason to get into a studio and not.
Oh,
have
for
to-
sure.
Single point fair. At least then we'll be consistent.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
We'll all be lagging. It'll be
Right.
perfect. Yeah. Exactly.
All
Okay.
right, I'll make this guy who's just under 100 feet away my hunted prey,
Okay.
and then
By the way, Bob, remember? So one of the things we're trying to do with this is let people listen.
Yes.
So Tart, this guy.
Burn Bearer C, who is the closest one, not the closest one. He's the one that's within 100 feet of my bow.
Okay.
I'm gonna hunt prey on him and recall knowledge.
Okay. Yep. You get to make a recall knowledge. It's a society check.
Yep.
Hey,
not bad. Not
Bob.
bad.
Remember these guys.
You're untrained and everything like that, but you actually you've started to fight the Burning Mammoths. You started to learn about them, and so with a successful hit, Bob, you gain some information about them.
Very nice.
In particular, you gain. Let me see how I remember how to do this. Configure permissions. Limited. All right, Bob. You should be able to hover over him now, and you guys should see what his stats are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
These guys are
not
baby
And so he
Burning Mammoths.
literally got destroyed by
Yes.
Brek. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So people listening and people at home, they have 8 out of 8. They got 8 health points and
Health points? What
Health
kind
points?
of Bob,
hit
what-
points.
what
Sorry,
kind of a
sorry.
They have 8 health points. Their agility is 12. Their might is 16.
This is mighty magic ass shit.
Their endurance is 18. Their intellect is only 8. Their cunning is a reasonable 12, and their persuasiveness is pretty low at 6. Their defense rating, though, is 15.
Movement.
It's okay.
I'm-
Bob's new.
I'm new at this.
Bob
guy.
is new at this. All right.
He's new at this.
All right, I'm going to use my hunted shot.
Yep.
On Burn Bearer C.
Bun Bear.
Sorry, it's in
But
my
Bear
head now.
C.
We'll just
Nah, I
call him Bumbarger.
Bumbarger.
Burgers.
So this is my first one.
Hey, it's a crit.
Nice.
Yep. Critical hit. I'll roll that damage in a second. And my second
You
strike.
definitely do not have to roll the second strike, Bob.
Critical hit.
It's a deadly. Oh, it did just enough damage to go. It did
Wow.
8. It did 8. It did 1 on the D8, which doubled.
Wow.
Which doubled to 2. But the deadly D10 did do it 6, and so that does
I
do enough
almost
damage.
had to roll it. You
Almost
almost-
didn't kill him on a crit.
You almost didn't kill him on a crit, but
and my turn.
yep.
And that is
The
What
arrow streaks through the air and does manage to connect. All right, Kaz. This guy is going to step up on you, as you might expect. He comes in, galloping and whirling around as he comes in, and he is going to swing down at you with his club and swing it down at you.
Oh, almost.
And he gets a bless. I don't know.
Sorry.
He got an 11.
He did get an 11, which is definitely a miss. And then he is going to swing instead with his torch.
Is this a map attack?
It is a map attack. But he got an 11 again, and so he is unable to do anything against you and just kind of falls short against you. Okay, next. Up top here, the Burning Mammoth Hunter. Now, he has elevation, and so as Bob...
How tall are these rocks that are guarding us? These are tall, aren't they?
The one in the middle is actually reasonably tall, but they get shorter and shorter and shorter as they kind of come around the edge.
That makes sense.
So he, with his longbow, Bob, he is going to target you. And
boy.
And he is going to strike out at you with hunter's precision.
Oh.
And here it comes. Boom! The arrow shot comes in. Boom!
Uh-oh.
24.
That's a hit.
All right, Bob. So you're going to take this damage plus you're going to take an additional D8 of precision damage. So Bob, you take 10 and 1. So you take a total of 11.
Well, that first roll was rough.
Yep.
Second roll, not so rough.
Quickly, another arrow is notched, and the burning.
Oh, boy.
He unleashes a second attack, a little less accurate, but here it comes streaking down into you. Oh, that was close.
Miss.
That was close. And gets a. What did he get there?
Missed by 9.
Missed by 9. Yeah, he didn't do well.
Okay, let me do.
Rolled a 4 or rolled a.
Let me do something.
Rolled a 5.
Real quick here.
For the first time, Droga senses a little bit of fear in himself because I haven't really taken a lot of damage until now. Only my bear has.
That's kind of funny. There we go. Okay, sorry. I was resetting the rollable area. All right, Bob. Okay. And then while he's up here on the rock, he is going to then with his third action, he's going to grab some. He's going to grab some cover. As he kind of like kneels down and uses the rock face to his advantage, and that is going to end his turn. All right, the last but not least, the southernmost burn bearer sees Thron and can't quite make it to him either, so he is going to start coming down south, just racing forward towards the retreating, screaming people, and that's his turn. All right, well, end of the first round. 2 burn bearers are dead. That's pretty great. Brek, the fighter, goes next. He sees Thron is engaged, but this archer seems to be pretty nasty, but he's up there on that rock. It's going to take a while to get them. So Brek is actually going to try to make it for the archer. So Brek, because Brek also has fleet, so he has a total, he can move 90 feet.
That's pretty crazy.
So he's going to come up all the way to there. There we go. So Brek sprints up, darting between the massive rock columns as he starts making his way up the nearby stony hill as he tries to fight his way through the brush to get to the archer, the Burning Mammoth Hunter, who's in such a superior position. But that is his entire turn. Joren.
All right. Joren seeing Droga get hit severely. And this is like, Cass did get whooped by a moose, but like this is different, right? This is like him being shot at, right?
Yeah.
Like Joren's actually kind of loses his normal demeanor in combat and actually has a look of like terror, right? Like one of his boys just got hit. He drops his spear and reaches over to Droga and begins putting his hand on his wound, and fire like magic begins to channel into Droga as Joren kind of almost desperately cast a 2-action heal.
Got it.
Very nice.
All right. Boom, bring it. All right. So +8, right?
It's all added up there, so 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So sorry. So you rolled a 2 + 8, 10.
Yep.
So I got healed for 10.
Yep. So you are back to full, I think, Droga.
1 short.
You were 1 short. Okay. And
Sorry. That whiskey hit the spot.
Joren, you have 1 action left.
Yeah, last action. There's I assume there's a volley of arrows trying to pin us down here. So instinctively he brings up his shield to ward off some more arrows as they're clearly out in the open.
Yep, that totally makes sense. All right, Thron, you are up next, sir.
Get him.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do, I bring around an awesome haymaker into the burn bearer directly in front of me.
All right, bring it. All right, smashing with the massive fist.
The Yeti Fist of Justice.
Oh boy!
Well,
that is a critical. That is a nat 20 critical hit. Total of 27 critical hit with your raging attack. It's 26 damage.
Oh,
you
crush.
just rip this guy apart.
Mr. Derek.
Times.
Mr. Derek, can you click back on the first tab on the menu for the viewing?
Yes, I did that back.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about
Perfect.
that. Yep.
Okay.
All right, Thron, that's it.
Well, I have 2 more actions.
You do.
It was it for him, he meant.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The burn bearer is done. That's what I was trying to say.
I'm going to use this, I believe. Can I sudden charge now?
You cannot, because
Okay.
sudden charge has the open trait, and if you are suffering from the multiple attack penalty, which you are, you cannot use feats or actions or activities, I should say, which have the open trait.
Yes,
Got
you need
it.
to defeat less sudden charge.
Right. You need the
Casual charge.
procrastinating charge. I'll get to it later. That's the flavor text.
That's kind of funny.
Well, then I should. I still can move towards the burn bearer.
Yep.
Down here.
Yep. Your speed is 25, so you can absolutely kind of go and base him up, so to speak, as that goes. All right, Droga.
I mean, I was going to go that way, but now that you've gone that way, I'm just going to make the.
They still got a +1 right here. So.
Yeah, as long as
I
you're
know.
adjacent to Joren, you have a +1.
But I can hit. So he's elevated. Am I able to hit him?
You are, but his AC is up by 2 because he is.
Because he took cover.
He took cover.
Okay. Brek's probably going to own that guy. Is he going to have the burn bearer D? Is he going to have lesser cover?
He certainly will.
I'm just going for Hunter A. Hunter A up on the top.
Yep.
I am going to make a recall knowledge check. I'm going to make him my hunt prey.
Yep.
He's a little different. Society, I assume again.
Yes, sir. Society again.
Ugh, not as good.
Ooh, not good enough.
Right,
He appears to use some sort of bow.
It doesn't matter. They all die like
Add
the
it
rest
to your
of them.
collection. Oh, Bob's character is like, what was that General Grievous? The guy who collected the lightsabers? Except
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
just has,
Oh
like,
yeah.
Except
6 arms with bows.
Yes, exactly. All right, Bob. Take your shot. It's probably
Shoot
within
my
your.
bow with my bow.
Oh! Another nat 20. Oh my God. Against this firepower, there could be no victory. Oh my God. 13 damage.
13.
Not the most, but he's still up, but he's
Okay,
badly.
so here's my second shot then.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Great.
Okay. I still get +1, right? On this.
You get
from
the +1
Bless?
of bless, but it is at your multiple attack penalty.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Flurry is taken into account. Not enough.
You miss because of the cover. So
Dang.
his AC is up to 17 because of the cover. So
All right. Then I yell, Barrack, cut him off. And Barrack's going to double move
okay,
to the backside of
Nice.
Burn Bearer D.
got
to
it.
Flank with Thron.
Got it.
And that will end my turn.
All right. The hunter, he sees the fighter coming at him, but he seems to kind of ignore him for a moment, and he is going to retarget the cleric.
All right.
And he'll target you with his first attack and just try to drop you with 1 attack.
Okay.
So, boom.
Reasonable.
Here it comes. And that is a 16, which all sorts of misses. And then he's going to quickly turn and target the backside of Thron, which is a no penalty shot, aside from his multiple attack penalty, but just a straight shot into Thron's back. And, Thron, you got a 16, which does hit you because you are
because of the rage.
raging.
Wow.
And, but you know what? It's just a flesh wound. You don't even
so
know.
far away. It was
Yeah.
a long shot.
I don't even feel that.
Exactly. And then as Brek starts trying to close up, he is actually going to try to use an action to kind of climb down the other side of this, kind of leap down in sort of a skilled acrobatics roll. And he's going to try.
Oh, he falls in.
Not that skilled.
All
He
right.
slipped on banana peel.
It's classic Pathfinder.
Damn banana peel.
Pathfinder.
He falls and he lands prone. And he is,
Does he take any bludgeoning damage from that?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Banana peel. Womp,
right.
womp.
You might kill him actually.
No, he's at 1 hit. He's actually at 1 hit point.
Son of a bee.
So he's like, it hurts so bad. Burn Bearer 2 only spits in Thron's face and smashes him with his club as he continues this ferocious
Man,
assault.
you're rolling like garbage.
I think that's the like third 3 I've rolled against Kaz exactly.
And knock his blow aside.
Yeah, and then he torches you in the face, and I get an 8 again, and then he stabs himself. No,
There's only one course of action left.
yeah, he's just
All
gonna.
you can do.
He is going to try to intimidate you, Kaz. Nope.
Man, you're rolling so bad. So he rolls a 10 and nothing.
And it rolls a 10 and gets nothing.
10 total.
10 total and gets nothing. Okay, Brek goes, okay. So there's some... So, all right, yep, it's a single move. This guy is prone, so he's flat-footed. And Brek is going to close the distance here, bringing both axes up in a double slice, no map attack, 2 attacks, axe and hatchet. The first one, the first one critical hits. The second one does nat 1, so he doesn't. So the 1 hit point person only takes 22 damage.
Jeez Louise, that thing hits.
And just ends it as Brek defends his tribe with another savage double strike. All right, Joren.
All right, Joren turns to Droga. The fight seems to be wrapping up here, at least this first wave of it.
Yep.
He goes, "Are you all right, boy?"
Just a little bit. I got a flesh wound.
Yeah, well, watch that. I might not always be around here, you know. Joren,
I'll stick close to you. You seem blessed.
I like how you became Scottish in the middle of this battle.
Oh, sorry.
There's a lot of there's a lot of enemies there to be.
all right, and then Joren is gonna re-raise his shield, pick up his spear, and I'll extend my bless another 5 feet.
All right,
to 10 feet.
Sounds good. And Joren, as you mentioned, you're sort of assessing the battlefield. You're kind of you didn't necessarily use an action, but Joren, you do see that Mammoth Lord Murthig is almost being overwhelmed as another wave of Burning Mammoth warriors is coming up from the south. The bulk of the following has started to exit the massive semicircle of rockloom as they make their way back to the camp. But Murthig alone will not be enough to cut these people off. So next round, I'm going to be putting another wave of Burning Mammoth warriors right here where I've been pinging.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
All right. So with that in mind, Thron. Now, Thron, you might not notice this because you're in your animalistic blood rage.
I've got
as
this
one
guy
does.
I've got this guy in my sights right in front of me.
Yep.
Who now, thanks to Barrick, is. I bring around the H smash.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. His AC is down by 2, and you still missed by 2. You almost hit, but not quite. All right. The first attack misses as the Burn Bearers manages to somehow duck under your massive haymaker swing.
Thron just like spent like an action just roaring in rage.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'm gonna work to grapple this guy to set up an attack from Barrick. Then,
all right. Well,
missing with my attack, I bring my other arm up.
Remember, you do get multiple attack penalty with your second athletics check.
With grapple.
Yep.
He is an expert in athletics, so this is still going to be baller.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think what he's saying is, would you rather just attack again with
No.
your multiple attack? Oh,
No,
you actually
athletics is better.
I'm just reminding him to include the map multiple attack penalty.
Right.
Got it.
But his athletics is +9. His attack is +7, so he is more accurate.
That's funny.
Is this considered agile?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Unarmed. So -5 to that attack. Here we go.
Or -5 to that check, but yes.
To this check.
Yep. Ooh, and his fortitude defense is 16, so that is not enough. All right, the Burn Bears, you're just like, you obviously start grappling with him and pushing on around him, but the Burn Bear seems to be filled with almost a savage rage of his own, and he's able to push you off. All right, Thron, you have 1 action left. Your multiple attack penalty is at 10, so I do not recommend an attack, but
You could aid.
you could totally aid.
I'm gonna aid.
And actually, because you're grappling, you can aid with athletics, and you're expert, so it'd be a +2.
That's 100% accurate. Yes.
That's
And
what I'm
remember,
doing.
when you in our game, the action is called prepare. You just say you're preparing. And what that means is you now have a reaction locked and loaded to aid somebody. When you don't have to tell me who you're aiding, you don't have to tell me how you're aiding. Just listen for the narrative. And if something comes up in the narrative that makes sense that your character would be able to assist with, then that's when you would use your reaction to actually bestow that aid. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right,
Thron prepares.
All right. Yep. Droga.
All right. Drogo's not even really commanding Barrack at this point. He physically is, but Barrack sees that Thron has him and goes for the bite, goes for the jaws attack on him as first action.
For the bear hug.
Got it. So you are commanding Barrack.
Yes, metally, I'm commanding Barrack.
Got it.
Now my aid kicks in.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, but unfortunately, you don't actually.
You have to actually roll for aid in this campaign.
Remember,
you just get +2.
Yes.
Oh.
Remember, there is no rolling for aid. Yes. But even with the aid, you still
not
miss.
Enough.
You still miss by 2. So.
All right. With his second action, he will bear support.
So real quick, Bob. So you did not include that aid bonus, but.
But you missed by 5.
But you still missed.
Yeah,
you missed by. Okay, yeah, but you still missed enough. Okay, got it. All right. So you got a total of 10.
Correct.
And even though he is flanked, the burn bear between the bear and Thron, you were unable to.
He must be their leader. He isn't instantly killed.
He's the one who didn't instantaneously die.
All right. If I am here, will he still have cover?
Absolutely.
Well, it doesn't matter then because I get +1 bonus or he gets +1 AC.
It just cancels out. Yep.
Yeah.
If you want, I'm going to be moving south anyway to engage. Why don't you pick a position you want to be in?
Yeah. So I'll
move up next to you.
Yeah. So what Aaron? Yeah. So does that make sense? What he's saying?
Yep.
Because Aaron's going to be moving that way anyway, so that way he can. It's easier for you guys to stay synced up.
Yep. So I'll move. And this guy is not my hunted prey.
Yep.
But I do have to make a strike against him with my. I can't use hunted shot. I have to just use my regular longbow.
That's correct. You
so
cannot
let me
hunted shot.
Let me unclick hunted shot.
Okay.
All right. Regular longbow attack, and not +1, and go.
All right, and you roll a 18.
Oh yeah,
which is a 25, but it's a critical hit.
Oh my gosh, this is doing work.
Unfortunately, Bob.
What?
The guy has cover, and you don't have the +1 anymore.
No, I moved over.
Yeah, he's still got cover.
From what? Nothing's in my way. No way.
All right, you're right. Nothing's in your way. All right, nothing's in your way. Well, it's if you can draw a line from the center of your square to the center of his square, and it doesn't intersect anything, so it's fine. All right, it's a critical hit. It's 19 damage. He is instantaneously slain. All right.
Bam.
So. You guys managed to do this. We're going to still stay in initiative order because that was actually the end of the turn. So I am going to bring on the second wave. All right.
Reinforcements.
Yes, reinforcements. As
they rolled that last call on the wheel of pain.
100%. All right. You have fought one of these before. This is a Burning Mammoth long shield. She emerges onto the battlefield with a Burning Mammoth shield with burnt, crisped hands nailed to the front of it, proudly raised above her. As swarming in behind her comes another, another wave, if you will, of Burning Mammoth burn bearers.
Oh.
Da-da-da.
Oh shit.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
E, F, and G, and H.
And H. As well as 2 Burning Mammoth hunters.
Oh, man.
Sorry, not hunters. Warriors.
Oh, we fought these guys at the other place, right?
These are the guys with just spears. Mm-hmm. Yes, these guys you have fought as well. So basically, there
a lot of them.
Yeah, so you got 4 more of the burning bearers, and they're kind of flanked by these. I keep bringing these guys. These are flanked by these sort of spear wielding warriors that are kind of like a generic burning wheel. They're not as horribly scarred as everybody else.
Burning wheel.
Sorry.
Yeah, John Wick
Mammoth.
is leading the crusade against Pathfinder.
Yes, and
Like
then
bears and
all right,
burning
wrong.
mammoths.
and then the long shield is in the front. All right, so I, as a GM, am going to select all these people, give them an initiative. There we go, and I'm going to roll all NPCs initiative.
So the Broken Tusk guy's still there, or is that just?
Yeah, they're still there. Basically, they're just trying to move off. Now, obviously, Droga has started to move down and stuff like that, but yeah, they are where they are.
Do they want to die?
No, they've been moving each turn.
Oh, have they really?
He's been.
I've been shifting them every turn.
What are they taking? Like one action?
Well,
One's pregnant.
yeah, yeah, they're helping the old and infirm. Remember, we don't see all the minis, or we don't have tokens for the other 80 people. Like, there's a lot of kids. Wippa's
All right,
pregnant.
all right,
Grandfather Awa is not triple moving 90 like Brek.
I mean, Pacano might be gone because he's so fast.
He
Okay.
is gone. Yeah, Derek did say he ran ahead. so-
I did say he ran ahead. Yeah. So, all right. All right. Burning Warrior D goes at the end. So actually, I'm going to go start here. All right. There we go. All right. So the first one comes in and he begins emerging into the scene, and he kind of howls at a challenge. And he actually sees Grandfather Iwa at the far side, and he actually begins moving towards him.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
And that's his turn. All right. The second burn bear breaks off and makes his beeline for Barrick.
No.
And the burn bearer closes in and strikes at Barrick with a powerful club. Oh, it's a nat 20. Critical hit on Barrick. On Barrick the bear. In comes the damage. Oh, it's 14 damage.
Oh, he's struggling.
Oh,
That's
he's
not
at
good.
for Barrick is at 2 hit points. The burn bearer cackles madly. He swings down his torch upon him.
Again?
What's up,
Oh,
man?
okay.
there it is.
It is
Critical miss.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
very, very much. All right, so that was that. Burn Bearer F comes in, and he's going to move straight into you, double moving to engage the ranger, and he is going to bring up his club, howling and gamboling as he comes in, swinging down. It's another miss, just by 17 by 1. He also likewise stabs you with his torch. And
that misses.
that also misses.
I thought it was gonna hit.
Just barely. All right. Brek realizes what's happening. He screams out, "Oh no!"
Oh man, he's so far away.
So far away. But Brek is all the way in the upper right-hand corner.
These maps are very large. It's not Abomination Vaults.
Yeah, this is not the Abomination Vaults. So he is going to move 20 feet to here. Luckily, he's
fleet-footed.
He's fleet. So, and he's not wearing heavy armor. He's wearing medium armor, and he has the strength score, so he can do it. So he's going to move a total of 90 feet. As he basically makes a beeline, screaming at the Mammoth Warrior, "Me! Face me, you coward!" As he sees Grandfather Iwa threatened by this warrior closing, and like doing all he can, like running faster than you've ever seen anyone run as he tries to cover the distance. The long shield starts his turn, lowers its shield. He bangs on his shield, and he goes, "Feast, brothers and sisters! Time to kill the Broken Tusk!" And she engages with the ranger. Opportunity.
Oh boy.
She is going to smash you.
Oh, of course.
With her shield. She moves and then smashes you with her shield boss. Bash! It's a nat 20, another critical hit.
Jeez.
It's 20s and 2s tonight. What's going on?
And it was almost
okay,
okay. I roll a 1 on the d6. It gets doubled, 8 points of damage. Now, because of her opportunistic defense ability, if she strikes with her shield bash, she gets to raise her shield.
Oh, very nice.
So her shield goes up, and then with her third action, she has a shield shove.
Uh-oh.
And
I feel like I'm gonna get pushed here.
but actually, you're a ranger, so she's not going to do that. Instead, she's going to stab you with her spear.
She's
okay.
Tactics.
And I get a 19.
That's a hit. Oh boy.
And I do 5 damage.
Oh, I'm not looking too good, guys.
All right, Joren, and none too soon. Brek sees you hesitating, and he goes, "Save Droga! I'll deal with the warrior."
He's not going to get there in time.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a rough, tough choice.
Jordan starts running towards his friend, sees Droga get messed up. I'm going to finish my movement. Squares and then runs down here.
Yep.
Don't have time to heal, so instead he's just gonna like run in with a yell to try to get their attention, and throws himself into the fight.
All right.
So he is going to. I guess I'll throw an intimidate out there.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Untrained though, so this will be balls.
That's okay.
It will be.
I like to think that that's what you said as you come in. You go, this will be untrained.
This will be untrained.
It will be balls.
His heart's not in it. You know, his best friend's about to get murdered, and he's watching his surrogate boys all get slaughtered. So
correct. Yeah.
And he's not like the kind of guy that gets angry at that the way Thron would. This is the kind of guy that gets depressed and drunk about it. So
got it. Right. 100%. All right.
So Droga, you should like step back and disengage. And
Against my nature.
Are you? Was that your turn, Aaron? Did you move?
Yeah.
Okay. What were your 3 actions?
Actually, I got one more action.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you have one more action. You're gonna raise your shield. Okay. Cool. And that is your turn. All right. Who is next?
One of them. Burn Bear H.
All right. Burn Bear H kind of cackles madly and begins moving in, trying to start to wrap around you guys. He is going to triple move to here.
Oh boy.
All right, Thron. In the middle of the pack, you start to see your party get surrounded as the burning river. I keep wanting to call it Burning River. The burning river.
Cuyahoga.
The burning river long shield, the burning mammoth long shield engages with the ranger and with Joren. Joren is flanked by the creature and the burn bearer as the rest of things begin swarming and sweeping all over the battlefield. Brek continues to make a beeline for the far one, but the line is faltering. Thron, what will you do?
I look to my right, and even though the Barrack there is in dire straits, I haven't quite formed the bond with him that I would have, say, with Droga and Joren, and we were just brought in to the scouts. So, in a sudden burst of motion, Thron throws himself.
Congo line.
Congo line.
Congo line.
Pathfinder 2.
It's Congo line. All right.
With the sudden charge.
Right.
And I end within melee range. And unfortunately, I can't use my 8 fist on this. But
you can.
Oh, you can?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then the 8 fist comes swinging down.
There we go.
That is a hit. The creature is flanked, and that is a hit. And of course, these burn bearers only have 8. So that is a kill from the raging.
Nice.
Plus 6. So basically, on anything but a 1, Kaz, you take out one of these burn bears. So not only do you drop one of the creatures, it's dead, but more importantly, Joren is no longer flanked. So that's also pretty important.
Thank you.
We are.
All right, Thron, you have 1 action left.
Now, by the way, guys, if you're within 10 feet of me, you have a +1 to attack.
Right.
I will that charging across the battlefield, even though I understand I am untrained in intimidation. I will let out a mighty shout targeted at this burn bearer here.
Remember, for our listening audience, Kaz, but also too, just highlight them and hit T.
I have indeed.
Got it.
And I will make an intimidation check against said burn bearer.
All right, so the burn bearer that's engaged with the ranger. Yeah, they don't know what F is either, Bob.
Yeah, but I mean,
the one engaged with you and the ranger. That makes more sense.
Fair
All
enough.
right, that fails, so you do not succeed at intimidating.
Everyone's taking intimidate for their next skill.
Yeah, against the man who poured burning oil on himself to mark his worth, you are unable to intimidate him. Droga, 3 actions to you, my friend.
I am going to get away,
All right.
step back a bit,
Yep.
and make this my hunted prey, the one that I was previously engaged with,
Okay.
and rip off a couple of flurry shots at him. Some with my hunted shot.
All right.
I should have moved. To
You know,
play.
Bob, you were the only person that probably could have saved Grandfather Iowa. So
It's true. Now he's definitely
Hit,
that's correct. It is a hit.
and we're gonna roll for 2 damage. So we're
Wow.
definitely gonna need my second strike.
Correct. The first arrow barely grazes against the second one. The second one
no!
goes extremely wide.
It's actually my turn.
Yep, you moved, you hunted, and you took 2 arrows. Okay. All right. Burning Mammoth Warrior D is going to double move up to you, Bob,
Oh boy,
and he is going to stab you with his spear.
I am
Bringing
dead,
it
for
low.
sure.
He drinks it in.
Low roll, low roll.
I rolled a 2. I thought it was an 18. It just tilted over, and that is a miss. All right, and last but not least, this Burn Bear is going to also start to make a move for Grandfather Iowa.
I
And the
live
rest
to
of the
see
crowd.
another day,
All right.
another round.
All right. At start of round 2. Okay, so I don't think I have her on the battlefield. I do not. Good. You all had enough preparation points.
Hmm.
So, Nocta, who is the head of
not gonna work here anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Nocta the healer is of the Moose.
Thank you.
That's
of,
yours, Bob.
of the
Yeah.
Moose
Mine.
House. Yes, Nocta the healer, one of the Mammoth Lords. Because you guys were so prepared, the people are making their way out. She kind of has time to stop for a moment, look across the battlefield, and she is able to heal someone. So who wants to heal? She has 1 heal.
Me, Droga. I'm at 5 HP.
Fair enough. You are. Okay. So she is going to, as they continue to rush past you, you being of the Moose House, she goes,
Fellow Moose.
"Fight on, brave Drogo! Defend our people!" and heals you for 14
Nice.
with a reach 2-action spell
I'm just
of heal.
reestablishing my connection real quick.
And geesh, Bob. And then it is
Tough times.
It is tough times.
Times are tough.
All right. Burning Mammoth Warrior C heads to Iowa and chop
Damn it, Bob.
and
I'm like, no, I mean,
chop. Yep. Okay.
oh boy. How
And,
much HP does the 100-year-old have?
Not a lot. I mean, they're high level. You got to get some hit points. All right. He's at half.
Oh boy.
Only did 5. Map attack with the spear. It's a hit.
Oh
no.
boy.
0.
Come on, roll 1.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh yeah, he lives.
He is currently at he is near death, but it's very appropriate. He's at 2 hit points. As the Burning Mammoth Warrior begins hacking into him. Burn Bearer E. God, which one is that one? Oh, the one from the original fight.
Barrack.
All right, he is going to finish the bear off.
Get out the trumpets for Barrack.
And he is going to unleash a savage clubbing against the bear. And that one!
Oh, he
Barrack lives another round.
The burn bear can't believe it. He starts clubbing with reckless abandon. Misses map attack -10. He's just swinging. I can't believe the bear.
Oh yeah.
Somehow the bear does not go down to all of these attacks.
Spirits.
Spirits protect us. All right. Burn Bear F is still in here, and he is going to attack Joren.
All right.
All right, Joren. Here comes the club. Against you, he brings it in. It's a 16. It's definitely a miss. He is going to attack again, swinging his club, and that is also a miss. And then he is going to leave this attack and come here to
Oh boy.
Tears of the Rangers with his 3rd action. All right, Brek is going to sudden charge.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ironically, he's going to sudden charge. He cannot sudden charge. Yeah, he can.
Oh,
sudden
he can. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Boom.
So he goes to here, and this is great because this will also protect Grandfather Iowa with a attack of opportunity. So he charges in with just 1 battle axe, swinging wildly. He comes in and gets a 17. It's a hit. He deals his damage. It's 8 points of damage. And
these are a little tougher.
these guys are a little tougher. The other guys are leveled -1. These guys are level 0. But he is badly injured as Brek comes in there screaming madly, taking that was a sudden charge. So he gets a second attack. I forgot. This is how sweet. He hacks at him again. He is just going to hack with his bone hatchet because it has an agile, so it's lower attack penalty. It's agile.
Oh, yeah.
And he hits again, and this time he deals 8 more damage, and he is dead.
Boom.
All right.
Brek.
So
Good job, Brek.
So Brek charges across the battlefield, and with 2 well-placed hatchets and axe swings, at least for now, seems to have saved Grandfather Iowa. Okay, that brings up the long shield, though, who is in melee with the cleric and will continue to do so. All right, he is going to smash you with his shield.
Yep, I block with my shield.
She is going to smash you with her shield. She gets a 21.
Ooh.
All right, that does hit.
All right, and she does 4 points of damage.
I will literally block with my shield.
All right, yep, correct. So you will take 1 point of damage, is that right?
Yep.
All right, so you use your reaction. You absorb 3 points of damage. You and the shield each take 1. But because she had her opportunity defense that hit with the shield boss, her shield goes up. Then she is going to scream in your face. Ah! Die, servant of Sister Cinder, and gets a 20 versus your will DC.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that works.
All right, so you are frightened. You are frightened. And then she is going to follow that up with a nasty spear strike, which of course has map attack. Map attack. Oh, 21.
Yep.
This time the spear penetrates through 9 damage to the cleric.
Yep, I cannot block that.
You cannot block that.
It goes to my face.
But the only level 1 monster foe on the battlefield continues to be solo tanked by the cleric.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, Joren, you and her both with shields up. All right,
Yeah, we're just like facing off.
you're just facing off, and you
I'm
both
pinned here now, so
and you both have spears too.
that's true. I will bring my shield back up.
Yep.
Because I don't want to die.
Yep.
And yeah, as she strikes in of her spear, I open my guard, getting me stabbed in the shoulder, but I take the opportunity to stab at her open guard.
Yep. Sounds good.
Spear and spear combat.
Indeed.
And I get my own bless to this.
You do get your own bless to this. Yep. Oh, it's a hit. Even
Very
through
nice.
even
22.
through her
20.
raised.
3, which is not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a crit. No. With her shield raised, her AC is 18.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Max damage. All right. You take about half of her hit points off as you do just what you say. You spear her back, and you're kind of stabbing each other over the top of your shields. You've got 1 action left, Smith.
I prepare.
Got it. Okay. So remember, guys, Smith is preparing to aid. So take that in mind for when you take any actions or anything like that. Thron, it's your turn.
Oh no. Grandfather is in potential death territory, but so is Droga.
Yep.
I feel like,
but Brek is there at the grandfather. I mean, I thought for sure the grandfather was going to die from the 2 swings, but remember, Brek has attack of opportunity, unlike the rest of you. So if this burn bearer goes after
Grandfather's actually doing pretty good compared to the rest of us.
yeah, that's actually checks out.
I'm actually at full health right now, but
Oh, okay.
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 We'll see how that works.
Fine.
for now.
I will move.
Yeah, also remember that with the Bless Aura from Joren, and if he aids you, you'll be getting a +2 to your attack roll if you can have Joren help you, and you're within
And if you move on the flank, that's they'll get flat-footed.
Right. If you move to the flank, they're flat-footed -2 to their AC.
+4. Well,
It's a 4-point difference. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move around to the backside of him. I can't get the damn thing to work correctly.
That's
You just
okay.
gotta hit spacebar as you move.
Yeah,
as you hold it.
Spacebar will set waypoints.
Got it. That would be 25 foot.
That's fine.
there.
Yep.
And I bring my 8 fist around to the backside.
I slam my shield into her to push her back into the ape.
Got it. So, Kaz, when you roll this, make sure you add a +1 status bonus and a +1 circumstance bonus. The +1 circumstance bonus comes from Joren's aid. The +1 status bonus comes from Joren's bless. And, of course, she will be flat-footed. So, even though her shield is up, her AC will be down by another 2 points.
Here it comes.
All right. All right. Well, you missed by 3, and well, if you have hero points, now's the time. That's all.
That would be the one I'm going to hero point on.
All right.
So instead, I'm just going to type Joren circumstance plus.
No, you don't need to. We already know what your bonus is. Just re-roll the d20. Okay. So a 10 is no. A 10 is treated as a 20.
Nice.
Oh,
that's right.
So that is a critical hit.
Oh wow.
So with our Muser Mastermind style hit points, a 10, everything gets added 10, and a 10 is treated as a 20. So you do 14 points of damage, but Joren had already hurt her. She only had 11 hit points left, and she is slain by the drive from Thron. Actually, by the way, thanks to the chat, that was literally the hero point that you awarded him during the break. So that's it. And Thron, you have 1 action remaining, believe it or not.
With my remaining action, I will move there.
Got it. All right, Droga. All right, Droga, they're coming in on you, buddy.
I know. I'm going to command Brek to come over here in the flank.
Yep.
All right.
Hell out of there.
I know. And then he is going to use his bear support.
Yep.
With his second action.
Yep.
Droga's going to drop his bow.
Yep.
Take out 2 hatchets. Does that count 2 actions or 1 action?
That's 2 actions.
Fuck, that doesn't
really.
Yep.
That's so lame. So lame. Takes out 1 hatchet.
Well, now
who draws it like?
Well, Bob, I don't know how to tell you this, but you don't get a penalty for shooting in a melee.
I with my longbow, I don't have a volley penalty.
You get a minus. What is it? -1, -2?
I thought it was at least -1. I don't know what the volley penalty is offhand.
Really? You have a bow and you don't know what the volley penalty is?
I know it's 30. I know it's 30 feet, but I don't know what the penalty
Bob,
shooting in.
I'm so
I was like, I'll just never be within 30
Bob's just like, I'll never
I'm never gonna be within 30 feet.
You get a -2 penalty. It's circumstance.
-2?
Yeah.
But I did get the flank, so that's not too bad.
Right.
Well,
okay. I'll say this. You do get the flank bonus if you right. So it is actually a 4-point difference because a volley would be -2. Normally I would say your dexterity is better than your strength, but because you get the +2 only if you're using a melee weapon for the flank. You don't get the flank with a bow. So it does actually make sense for you to drop your bow and pull out your weapon and then attack.
So I'll pull out 1 hatchet.
You pull out 1 hatchet though.
Yeah, 1 hatchet. So
Well, you pull out 1 hatchet, you don't have to drop your bow. You're just holding it in 1 hand.
That's right.
That actually checks out. That's
okay.
true.
Good. So I'll just pull out 1 hatchet.
Yep.
Apparently it's not letting me equip it.
Foundry, you don't need to have it equipped. You could just literally roll d20 and we'll just
push the button.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go the hard way, the normal way.
That moment though, that's a really critical moment because that's where.
Oh my!
That's perfect. Nat 1.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay, you're gonna hero point that. That is a moment where like virtual tabletops could just slow you down, where you're like, I'm so obsessed with clicking the button. I need it to be automated. I'm going to spend 25 minutes. So your 4 is actually a 14.
Yep.
Which you rolled. And then what is your bonus with your hatchet?
Should be +7.
It would be
because my first strike.
It would be 3 plus your strength.
Yep. Which is so it's only 6. Oh, that's right. Because my bow. Well, why is my unarmed strike +7?
Because your unarmed strike has finesse, and finesse uses your dexterity instead of your.
There we go.
Strength.
So it's +6.
Yep.
So it's 20.
You got a 20, which is definitely a hit.
Next time, just shoot the hatchet at them with the longbow.
Right. That would work.
That is true. Okay. I think the hatch does 1d4.
That sounds correct.
Okay. But I have no way to get it.
Watch this.
Oh my god! I figured it out. I figured out how to do it.
I was like, see, I could just roll that instantaneously.
Oh my gosh! No, I finally figured out how to equip the hatchet.
You didn't need to equip the hatchet, Bob.
Look, I did
it.
It
doesn't show you the attacks, which also gives you the damage if you don't have it equipped in Foundry.
Yeah,
right.
It does.
There's a little draw button. You just click the draw button. It should work.
I tried to do it from my Foundry sheet. Didn't work. I had to do it from the carousel.
Did you drop your weapon first or
Nope. I just let go of it with 1 hand.
Oh, you're doing the carousel?
Yeah, I did off the carousel, off the ribbon at the top. Yeah. All right, so I did 5 damage.
All right.
Off your nice sweet roll.
All that for 5 damage. All right, that's really great. All right.
And Brek gets to do 1d8.
Oh, right. Bear support.
Bear support.
All right.
Oh, how do I clear dice? I'm doing an actual dice roll.
Yeah, just there's a little thing at the bottom. Oh, the barrack though does 7. All right.
That's what I wanted.
All right. The burning mammoth warrior is near death as the ranger, forced into melee, pulls out his hatchet, begins working with the bear, taking advantage on the flank. Beastmaster and ranger in working in cahoots, taking them down. That's pretty sweet. All right. Well, this burning mammoth warrior is really hurt and near death, but he screams at you. He's going to take a step action and move to here. That's going to flank you, Bob. Mm-hmm. And then he is going to stab his spear directly into you on the flank. That is a 22.
That is a hit.
And that is another 1. 3 total damage.
I take it.
Yeah, this person does not have Intimidate, so they are just going to map attack on the spear and get a 9, and then they're going to use their last action to aid, which I normally don't like to do, but there's a person coming up right now, so it's easy enough. All right, Burn Bearer G, not 6. Burn Bearer G is going to go after Grandfather Iowa, but Brek basically has attack of opportunity, so Burn Bearer will instead fight Brek, and the old man can wait. I got to deal with this fighter who can instantly kill me at will.
Correct.
Brek is hit though.
There it is.
Brek takes 6 damage. Not nothing.
Oh yeah.
So Brek takes 6, and then the Burn Bearer follows it up with a torch attack on the map. He had already used 1 action to step and misses by 4, but Brek takes some damage, and that is Brek's turn. All right. Burn Bearer E, the one who is from the original fight, sees that the Cleric has been left undefended, and a double action to here.
That's a matter of perspective.
And will bring his club down upon you and gets a 26.
All right. Jeez. Yeah, that hits. Not crit though.
Not a crit though. That's really good. 7 damage.
I'm gonna block that.
Yep. Definitely want to block that. But that's his turn.
Right. Shield is borking.
All right. The club shatters through it. All right, Droga, you are flanked by the Burn Bearer. And believe it or not, this is the first time the Burn Bearers have actually managed to flank somebody because you guys have been killing them so much.
That's true.
They have Torch and Go. 1 action. The Burn Bearer sets the distracted enemy ablaze. The Burn Bearer makes a torch strike against the flanked creature, then steps. And if it does damage to you, you also get caught on fire. All right. So he stabs his torch onto you with a Torch and Go. And gets a 20. Bob,
that's a hit.
Yeah, Bob, you take 1d4 points of fire damage.
Oh, maximum.
All right, so you take 4 points of fire damage, Bob. So you take fire, and then Bob, you catch on fire.
Oh, I take persistent damage.
I'm gonna add persistent damage to you.
Uh-oh.
There you go. You now have 1 point of persistent damage. All right, and then it gets to step, which it will, to here.
Oh.
Actually, it doesn't have to, but so it won't because it wants to keep the flank. Or Bob, it attacks you on the flank. Smash with its club. Come on. Oh,
that's a 1.
That's a 20.
That's a hit.
That's a 20 on the flank. 5 points of damage.
Ooh, back into that under half rough shape.
Yep, and then it will aid as well. All right. Brek is going to double slash this thing to end its life very quickly. And Brek quickly turns, and once again, with metal axe and bone hatchet, he slashes down. He might need to re-roll that one.
It's going to be the hatchet.
No, they missed. So he's going to re-roll.
You got some hero points there, son.
I know. He's re-rolling the bone battle axe. He'll take the 17, which is a critical hit, which is a total of 18 damage. And boom, it's instantly dead. And then Brek has 1 action left, so he's going to race back into the middle of the fray for 30 feet, heading back towards Joren, trying to get within the radius of the bless. All right, Joren, it's you.
All right. Joren's getting pretty beat up. He sees Droga also getting beat up.
Just a flesh wound.
Takes his somewhat battered arm, but now slightly free, and raises it up, once again conjuring a flame. Sister Cinder, show these heathens your power, and brings light upon the party as I cast a 2-action heal from afar upon Droga.
All right, Droga, incoming heal again. All right. Big Big Daddy heal. D10 from the healing hand. Oh, it's 16.
Oh, that's
16 points. You are healed to complete full health. All right, Joren, you got one action left, buddy.
All right. Well, I can't raise my shield anymore.
Your shield is broken. Yeah, so make sure you take that down too.
It's all right. It's automatic.
Okay.
Now my shield's still strapped to my arm, though, right?
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, you not.
No. I'm saying it's on my arm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I take my spear and cut off the straps to free me from the shield.
All right.
So I'm gonna get a new one here in a little bit.
That's right.
Oh, you're gonna get a new one. Okay. Well,
yeah. Long Shield dropped his.
I think
That's what I'm saying. I'm standing right next to it.
I think it's a free action to drop your shield, though.
Yeah.
So is it?
Action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I cut it off, and then I take an action to grab the shield on the ground from the dead long shield.
Right now, of course, you can't raise it, but you do have reactive shield.
Correct.
So if that comes up, that should be good. All right.
That's fantastic.
All right, Big Daddy Thron, they need you. The party feels like they're starting to turn this tide of battle. Now, Thron, okay, so Bob drew a weapon.
Get the fighter back. So now we're going to auto win.
That's kind of true. Thron, the ranger drew a weapon, and so he now threatens, and you are flanking this guy. So
I bring again. I'm just the haymakers across the backs of these guys' heads.
Yes,
suplex this fool.
You're super far away from your microphone, Kaz.
Sorry about that. There you go.
There you go.
Ooh, all right, Kaz, it's a hit.
Boom. Bringing that people's elbow down.
We know they only have 8 hit points. Boom! He is instantly killed by the people's elbow.
And then as I hit, I plant my foot and I run right back down.
Yep, to set up another flank.
Set up another flank for Mr. Joren. There we are.
Right. That's good. Droga.
All right. Droga drops his his bow.
Yep.
And
bow.
Sorry, he's going to drop his bow and then dual wield now hatchets.
Right. Now, remember, you cannot dual wield unless they are your hunted prey.
I don't get the...
You can't do the two action attack.
Okay, so I'm going to have to use an action to target him as my hunted prey.
Yes.
Okay. Or is that a later feat that does...
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah.
I just was thinking of it as more like I hit with one, I hit with the other. So I guess
okay, then never mind. No, you're right. Yeah. It's a different feat. It's a different feat.
Do you want to bring Brek up first?
Yeah. So what I don't want to drop my bow then, because that would make no sense. But I have a hatchet out. I'm going to use my hatchet, but I'm going to command Brek to get on the flank.
The thing that I was thinking of, Bob, is you are a flurry ranger.
Correct.
So your multiple attack penalty against your hunted prey is -3, but it's only against your or -2 if it's an agile weapon.
Correct, but I don't need both hatchets out to do that.
Correct.
I can just hatch.
Correct.
Okay. So Bear comes over, Bear support. We're gonna target him as my hunted. Doesn't matter at this point because I'm only gonna be able to swing once. So I will not target him as my hunted prey. I'll just swing in with my hatchet for my first strike.
That is you didn't target.
I didn't target him.
But
that's the 15.
His AC is 16, but he is flanked, so his AC is 14.
There it is.
All right.
So the bear moving up.
Barely hit.
Oh, you barely hit. That's all right. This guy was near death, even though you roll a 1 and only did 1 damage. He is at he's at 1 hit point.
He's
at 0. He's at 0. He's at 0. He's dead.
I was like, because if not, Berek's gonna kill him.
Okay, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. All right, Droga, what are you doing with the rest of your actions?
I am going to move in on the last remaining guy with my last action.
Yep.
All right.
You take 1 point of fire damage, Droga, and then when you end your turn, you should get a prompt to roll a DC 15 check. Actually, you can just no, you don't have to take the damage. Just end your turn.
End my turn?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You should get a prompt. Yep. All right. So you take 1 point of damage, Bob, and you can just take that damage, and then you can roll that. You can click that DC 15 recovery check in the chat, and then.
I like how it does that for you.
Yep, and there you go. You're still on fire. All right. The burn bear.
This ranger's on fire.
The burn bear, literally surrounded by the entirety of the party, can only as you all start to, surround him and, start closing in, and, obviously he's dead, but, he is, for the one. And then he like flings himself with reckless abandon at Joren.
Yep. One, huh?
For the one.
For the one.
For Neo.
Yeah.
And gets a 15 and misses, and then swings madly, swinging at the cleric again with his torch, trying to do something to burn, to make you feel the critical miss by 13. And with a -10 map attack, we'll roll it just to see if I get lucky and roll a nat 20. He makes one last Hail Mary attack with a total of -2. A 7 is rolled, so 5 is total. And I'm just going to delete him because I think it's safe to say that the entire party with Brek. Brek will move in here to the ultimate quadra flank. The infamous quadra flank scenario.
Pathfinder dream.
Combat tactics is back, everyone, right here.
Right here.
And with that, the Burning Mammoth attack party is defeated.
Woohoo!
All right.
First try.
All right.
One kill.
One shot.
That in real life, Bob? Like, when you graduate from college, we're like, yeah, first try.
I say that a lot from that Lego movie. It's like my favorite quote from the Batman tossing the dang batarangs. First try.
All right. So, awesomely enough, up to 10 of the Broken Tusks tribe may have died in the raid. But for each preparation point that you earned, one less character or one less Broken Tusk member is killed. You earned 10 preparation points.
Oh, wow.
So literally 0 people died.
No one died.
Hey. Obviously obviously Grandfather Iwa took a club to the chest. He's very, hurt, damage. He's probably plot dead, but like,
sure.
He's not like,
he was plot dead anyway, though.
I mean, it's probably a fair assessment, but I mean, he was getting old. This definitely would have pushed him over the line. But as people got fell, because they were so prepared, because the group, wasn't, as drunk, because everybody was ready to move, everybody sort of gets out, and Nocta, the healer, was able to come in, help other people, help you with a heal during the in-between time. And, Mammoth Lord Murthig sort of rejoins you all as does the other Mammoth Lords as they begin sort of assessing what happened here. And
Joren, still near death, runs immediately to Grandfather because he's got one heal left in him. And begins praying.
Oh, that's nice.
Over the battered rib cage of the old man.
Yes, awesome. All right. It's almost as if like Sister Saren Ray, you can feel the energy flowing through you. So great is your need. So fervent is your prayer. And the healing hands comes easily and quickly to you as you at least roll in 1.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
There's not a lot there to work with.
I killed him.
He took the wrong thing.
Oops.
Wrong button.
Is that a soft fudge?
Oops. He's dead. Grandfather Iwa's eyes flutter back to life as he looks up to you. He goes, Good.
I collapse on the ground next to him.
Yes.
Then he
my ribs
dies,
are broken.
dies of old age right after you heal
If you
him.
do the 3-action emanation, are you in your own emanation?
I can't actually. Well, actually, I could do that right now because I picked up a shield. I can't actually 3-action at the moment.
Correct. Yeah, because it takes a material component. And he doesn't have it. But Mammoth Lord, Mammoth Lord Letsua, the one that's kind of serious, bows his head and raises his hand as everyone's kind of panicking and still running around. And then they kind of realize, okay, we survived this. We got out of there. No one actually died. Like, people are hurt, but not dead. Not in our long memory has such violence befallen us during such a night. My heart wilts with grief. Blessing be to Sister Cinder and to our scouts. May she give us the strength to take up this fire and bring forth our righteousness in this dim hour. he's like at the verge of tears. And
Yeah,
you know,
bro, Sister Cinder gave us massive strength. I'm basically tapped.
like
and, what do you want?
You know, again, remember, like for a certain component, you know, a lot of these people were sort of living in denial, right? Like about what was happening and what could happen. And they've sort of been living this sort of peaceful agrarian life, free from violence. And it's almost like, you know, kind of the chickens have come home to roost.
The light is so bright, it's almost like flames are upon me. As I'm still persistently burning in fire.
That ends at the end of the.
I'm kidding.
Agricola moves forward, and you know she was aware of some of the things that you had learned during your attack, so she's not as shook. You know, Letsua saw it but didn't believe it, right? But she understood. She says, "We must return to our camp quickly, gather our things, and leave as quickly as possible." And she kind of like, as she kind of says that, she like points out and goes, "Look." She points across the mighty Gornok plain, and there you realize that this was just an initial wave.
Oh, son of a bee.
Towards the horizon, possibly 30 miles away, hundreds of tiny fires dot the horizon line, still probably a day or more away, advancing towards Rockloom. The full might of the Burning Mammoth Horde marches down upon you.
All right, I sleep for 8 hours.
And as if punctuated by this sudden gasp, and no one's really speaking except for, some people are hurt, but everyone like points and sees the horizon is just across a sea of blackness, just this like line of torches. It's almost like a fire serpent making its way down across the plain towards you. And breaking it suddenly, you hear the sound of a newborn infant's cry, followed by another, and then another, as Whippa gives birth to triplets.
Whoa.
All right. We will end it there.
Wow. That's pretty. Yeah.
Bad time to give birth.
That reminds me of like the Game of Thrones scene where like the Dothraki like get the torches all lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
At that moment was like sweet. I was like, dude, it was like, whoa. Or their machetes or whatever they had.
Oryx is what they are called.
Mm.
All right. Well, I want to say great job tonight. That was a nail biter. I think you guys played well. There were some really good aids, some really good flanks, some solid spell casting, some good maneuverability. But there was also a little bit of panic there because it was like, oh my god, right? And we got to save grandfather, and fighters are going to fight.
That was an interesting fight because of the RP element, right? Like tactically, we could have played it better, but because these are people you care about, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it was really great and cool to see how you guys were able to take that really, really severe fight and take a win for it. So, and I want to say thank you to our folks who stayed with us throughout the whole episode. That was most of you. So a couple of things. Number one, I put up a poll for MVP. Now, listen, I understand that you have your favorites, but this is like when you think about the workhorse, who was the real MVP of this session? Make your vote because they are going to start next session with a bonus hero point. Additionally, I don't really have to calculate it because there's enough, trust me, between the preparation events, which was great that you guys got exactly 10. That was crazy. But also, because of the combat encounters, the group will be leveling 2-2. I think probably they'll end up probably about like 1,100 experience or maybe like 1,150 experience, if I remember their experience points totals correctly. So that means everyone's going to be going up to level 2. So the next time we play, everyone's going to have that second class feat or their first class feat potentially, along with a new skill feat, and more importantly, basically almost a doubling of hit points, which is always really, really critical. In addition, because we are playing with automatic bonus progression, next level 2, everyone's weapons are treated as having a +1 potency rune.
Oh yeah,
sweet.
So
if you're part of the Patreon, then you could talk to us also as we will level up our characters over the next few weeks and be a part of discussions about leveling up or questions that we might have. Or
absolutely,
thoughts.
We have a link below to everyone's character sheet, so take a look. And you've seen how the party's makeup is, how people play, what their role playing style is, what their combat style is. So if you're a member of the Discord, you want to use the Quest for the Frozen Flame channel, definitely leave some suggestions, maybe start a thread or something like that to talk to everybody. But it would be really cool to hear from you and hear what you want to say. And then once everyone makes their level 2 characters, we'll also add those to the Google Drive so everyone can see what the new characters look like as we move into next week. Or I'm sorry, next episode, which will be in 2 weeks' time. So July 5th is our next episode, right after July 4th. So we hope you had a fun time. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you are a champion or a hero tier member of Knights of Last Call of our Patreon, you get to join this Zoom call as soon as we close down. We're going to put a link in our champion exclusive channel, and you guys can hop on and talk with us, can ask us here any questions, and you can just kind of chill out with the Knights and talk about what you thought about the episode. So. Fellas, any thoughts, any final words before we kind of take this out?
No, that was kind of cool and exciting, and it was fun to do the big RP at the beginning and sort of different style of play, and then fight was pretty fun. I thought that was like all over the place because it's so much room, so much different than playing Abomination Vaults and stuff like that. Like Brek, Tim's character, had to run a whole turn just to even get close. He wasn't even close. He only made it halfway through just to get back into the fight. So that's kind of cool playing these bigger maps.
I want to give a quick shout out to some new tips. Nevik just tipped $25. Thank you, Nevik. Great session, guys. Crazy rolls tonight. They were all over the place. Some of those crits were massive. Damien, also known as Pawn No Longer from the Discord chat, says tip $5. Says no hard feelings even if my wizard hat is late. There is your wizard hat, sir. Right there in the chat, ready to go for our next spell stream, which, by the way, will be Thursday. We're going to be doing level 6 of spells and magic, and so we are wrapping that up. There's not that many spells left because level 6 and level 7 and level 8, etc., really don't have a ton of spells. So we are probably only about maybe 5 or 6 episodes left of ranking every single spell in Pathfinder 2. Well, at least the normal ones.
Ones that were released at the time that you actually ranked the spells.
Correct. Also, we reached our tip goal, so I want to say thanks you to everyone who participated for that. Just a quick reminder that we got tipped by Ben, Bene, Rivogrim, Overlord, Ferome, Damien, and Nevik. So thank you very much. And to anybody who's maybe already a patron or thinking about becoming a patron, thank you again for your continued support. Why this channel exists and why we get to do what we get to do and have so much fun with everybody. So thank you very much. All right. Well, on behalf of everybody, including
who's the MVP?
Oh, how could I forget? I'm sorry.
I know it's not me. There's no way I got voted MVP.
I actually didn't know. All right, here we go. It is with 38% Brek.
Oh my gosh.
Checks out.
Perfect.
Listen, if nothing else puts an exclamation point on how broken fighters are in Pathfinder 2.
They're so broken they don't even show up.
That the character who wasn't the player who wasn't here tonight because of a power outage still managed to get MVP.
That's funny.
I gotta admit though, I mean, I understand that fighter's gonna fight, and he did his double slash, which is 0 map, and he crit with both of them.
So good.
But he did like 38 damage.
Yeah,
it was like 34 at that first hit, and it was like.
It's like
I didn't even know they had 8 HP, but they got wrecked.
I mean, anything that would have almost killed the moose in one blow. Well, in 2 blows, right? Anyways,
yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, congrats, Tim. Well played. Listen. It doesn't say Tim or Smith or Bob or Kaz down there. Okay, it says Droga, Joren, Brek, and Thron. So, Brek did work, and boy, that 30 feet movement really does make a big difference on these bigger maps, especially when you're a human and he manages to get double slice and sudden charge. So, pretty sweet. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you again either on Thursday for our spell stream, next week for some of our GM Q&As and general hangout live streams. And in 2 weeks, we'll be back for episode 4 of Quest for the Frozen Flame, brought to you by the Knights of Last Call.